Fine, it's fine. Go ahead, do your thing.
Before you say, okay, before you hit that button, like, right after I pressed it.
Like,
Right.
I just wanted to bring up something that Dark Sun mentioned in a comment because I thought it was actually kind of insightful.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
I always like seeing those comments, you know, very insightful, and me as a DM, I always like to see people's like inputs and all that because I hope that I can use it to improve.
Yeah, so you know, it's probably fine to not do a sound test just right now. We can do it after, but I just wanted to mention so Dark Sun mentioned some of the stuff that was like regarding the comment of we probably would not survive as hunters because he mentioned us leaving like a bunch of evidence behind, and I'm kind of shortening it. It didn't seem backseaty at all. I thought it was totally fine. But I just want to mention, like, for anybody else that might have felt like, oh man, they're leaving behind a lot of evidence. We're new to the system. AC is new to GMing. There's probably going to be plot holes from time to time, and feel free to leave a comment about it as long as you're chill about it. And you know, maybe we'll refine the story around some of those ideas. Maybe we won't.
And
Just wanted to throw that out there.
also,
Maybe I'll fucking
Thanks for
kick your
commenting, Dark
ass.
Sun. Thanks for commenting and watching, Dark Sun.
Come
We really
on.
appreciate it.
also one thing I will say is if I do have an elaborate way to address your comment, I cannot say it until it gets there.
Yeah, I also don't know what AZ's plan is, so maybe it will come up later. Who knows?
Yeah. It sounds
Maybe it
like.
was the
I felt
plan
like
all
we covered this
along.
last time, or like a couple sessions before.
But I do want to say.
I remember talking about it.
This is a different. This is a different one that had a little bit of that, but it also had a little bit of like some other stuff in it. But
It was the comment from the last session on the VOD.
But remember, if you're wondering, is AC cooking this? I cannot tell you what I am cooking until I present the meal.
A good way to put it.
I'm also saying this to the play. Also saying that fear not. I find myself to be rather a quick learner, one who can adjust and all that. Yeah. All right. Let's do a sound check really quickly. I just want to say I can be heard. OBS is picking up my mic. It can pick up the desktop, so that much is already taken care of. I just am unsure at what the volume rates are at.
All right, I'm gonna deafen people talk individually.
All right, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Just left to right on the stream layout. Joshie.
Bomna?
Soda. Roboot.
Obama?
Soda. Stef. No, Justin, I called you your character because I was looking at the license plate.
That is more than fine. Hello.
Sim.
Biden. What does he say? Does he say Biden?
He says Minnesota.
No, because it's Trump saying something and then nothing, and then it's like it's Biden saying Minnesota, but they cut off the front of it, so it sounds like he's just saying soda, and then Undertale music starts blaring.
Obama. Soda.
Oh, right, that's what it is, yeah.
And now for Noir.
Le chant discret de la bourgeoisie.
Ooh. Also, question for Noir. I forgot to show this off to you guys and to everybody. Because I said I did it, but I just
dropping live.
But I just haven't said it. If you want it, you can of course deny this.
I just want to mention. Okay, I'll let you guys talk, and I'll mention the thing.
You have the choice of do you want to equip the hat on your sprite, because I can go do that really quickly.
Oh, sure. I mean, I'm fine with the hat, sure. I can't say no to a free hat.
All right.
Forgot Noir just took that guy's hat.
Well, it was
Uh,
it was a very trademark hat.
If I ever include a fucking guy with a hat in the Call of Cthulhu campaign, I fully anticipate Noir's character to pick it up and start wearing it.
all
I will
right.
Does
mention,
Michael Merlin wear a hat?
it's not a big deal, but the inner critic in me is like, maybe it should be unified with the jeans.
It's a different hat on like a different like.
Guy.
It's a different hat on a
Art is-
different guy.
Art is malleable. Art is malleable and can be changed at a moment's notice.
All right. Let's see if it.
Not inherently.
Oh,
Not inherently.
That would be hard in some stuff.
all right. Awesome. I just went to look at the stream, and he has and Dr. Arkham has the hat on now.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
I'm not seeing it on the unless there's just a
It's
YouTube delay.
delayed. It's delayed. But
Also, you might want to also do the sound test with music in the background.
oh yeah, good point.
I'm gonna deafen again.
Let me play.
Hey, ladies! Hey, fellas! And the people that don't give a oh wait, no, you can't play that one.
I would love to. I would fucking love to, but I can't. But yeah. Now we just kind of talk. Like this is more of a casual one. This is a testing of music.
I might have accidentally been a part of the wrapper that's containing my burger.
I love.
Was it
I love-
paper or was it cardboard?
It was aluminum foil.
I love.
That's actually
pretzels coated in
worse.
various
How'd you
things.
do that?
I'm really hungry right now.
What kind of burger was it?
Oh, it's a Wendy's Baconator.
Well, I mean, a Baconator does get you in the mood for chomping.
We're sponsored by Wendy's, by the way.
All right, so
Fucking
Wendy's,
wish
reach
we
out
got
to
more
us. We,
Wendy's
like,
burgers.
Reach out to us, Wendy's. You've got the cool Blue Sky account. Like, hook us up.
We'll drive 40 minutes to get a Wendy's burger for money.
so
I'll
I,
pay $3 to eat one Junior Frosty a day forever.
So I wouldn't say that the music is overpowering people's voices. However, it does seem a little loud in general.
Wait, are you listening to the stream?
I am not.
All right, I'll turn it down just a little bit. I will say,
All right.
for some reason, the soundtrack from where this is from is a bit louder than some of the other OSTs. So
You
I'll
want to play
have,
something else?
I think I can adjust. I know what to do here.
I'm sure it's fine, Bum.
I know what to do, actually. I think I got that shit figured out. I think my brain has unlocked, and I think I can manipulate. I think I know what to do. But anyway, last time, you encountered the Clue Gang, you encountered Steven, and just a bunch of colorful characters. Your amethyst went off in the nearby, near them, at the diner, but you found a phone, and it had a strange, mysterious phone call, and the phone call was from, which was from what Malcolm, the bus driver, revealed to be Victor. And you were all in the bus after he had told you that I know who this is. It's Victor, in a very serious tone.
Huh.
And that's where we were.
Okay, wait. Sorry. I was doing the sound test, so like I got there in mid. So he just told us like it was Victor.
Yeah, he told us it was most likely him.
All right. After we get done with this scene, I would like to do a quick rewind because there was something I forgot to address with the lady, but we can worry about that later.
Malcolm?
We never did the diner, did we?
You haven't ate there yet.
Did we just
I mean, that's
leave
gotta be
Uncle
the
Joe there?
No, that's the next thing up. We're gonna go to eat at the diner.
You're
now.
say you guys are about to. But before you do, Malcolm's like, I'd be very careful if I were you. I don't know what's happened to Victor or what he is, but something tells me that we should be very careful when dealing with him. Leave it to me, is all I can really say. For now.
Well, Well, I hope he doesn't give us a weird yellow chair-shaped sigil at some point. Otherwise, I think we're gonna be fine.
Can I check the phone to see if there's like any details on it? Because like it was just in a dumpster.
Yeah, I remember last time you check it, and although it is hard to parse, you recognize that there is an area code on it. And this area code, when researching it, does lead to New York.
Oh, so where my target is. Alright, so is there anything to... Is that like all it is? Is it just like a flip phone? Is it blank outside of that?
It's a flip phone.
No like notes or contacts or anything?
No. The only thing was there's like a weird like trippy and swirly like wallpaper. But no contacts, no notes, no not even like a game. Just...
Does the trippy swirly wallpaper look like it means anything?
No.
Okay, so I can't occult check that.
I don't know, I feel like if I look into this for long enough, I'll start seeing things, but they're kind of like wibbly and wobbly.
Alright, so, it's like, what the number on the phone, I'm tempted to call it, I feel like I shouldn't.
7 quickly yells, "I get it," when Steph said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess.
7 knows what Doctor Who is.
Oh wait,
I've
is that,
been
the,
watching
is
it
that the
forever.
joke?
Yeah. Also, nobody got my epic King in Yellow joke. What the
Oh,
fuck?
I thought you were talking about the
Wait, what?
the pipes screensaver for like Windows XP.
What? Why would that be what she said?
Wait.
know.
I went through the King in Yellow. What's the reference?
The yellow sign?
Oh, okay.
The sigil of the King in Yellow? The whole
Okay,
thing?
I don't remember them even mentioning the details of what the yellow sign was.
When you read the King in Yellow, they give you the sigil, and then you're gonna die or something.
Yeah.
So,
So is there just anything else we're gonna do here, or are we going to the diner?
I'm hungry.
there's nothing else like that the Malcolm has really to say. So if you guys want to go to the diner, you will not be missing out on anything in this boss.
I would like to invite Adam.
I was gonna say we need Adam.
Which we now have an art for.
I forgot to
Let's get some food in ya.
make the portrait, so I'm just gonna use Session 4's thumbnail for him. Alright.
Also, something I wanted to mention. Whenever I was going through the last session, I did not realize I super interrupted Steph's exposition. Sorry about that.
Oh, did you not realize that?
No, because I was kind of
It's
like
okay, I'll
zoned
just-
out, so I was just like, I was hearing noise, but I wasn't interpreting them as words. So
I'll just remember that the next time you decide to have a character moment. I'm kidding.
So I thought that it was just like a bit going on, and we were like, because we started late, I was kind of like thinking about time and not words, and so I just straight up didn't even recognize it was an exposition moment.
So Adam comes.
No, I even tried to loop it back around, and people went straight back to talking about the skull. It was actually
Yeah,
kind of really funny.
I'm actually super sorry about that. I felt kind of bad when I was re-listening. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even recognize I was like, I just straight up interrupted a moment.
So y'all decide to enter the diner with Adam and Uncle Joe, and it's a very it's a quaint diner.
Can I get a center sandwich at this diner?
Probably.
I fucking love the Deadly Premonition theme.
I was like, this is one of the songs I wanted to keep secret, but would be revealed super early.
I
This
look
was it.
into the coffee. What do I see, AC? What do I see in the coffee?
You haven't gotten the coffee yet, so you have to order the coffees. There's the Mothman burger, Mothman omelet. There's also the
What does a
Mothman.
Mothman burger entail?
It's a
It's just your
burger,
regular burger, but with blue cheese.
and
AC.
also the buns are like with some like ingredients and whatnot, or dyed to look pitch black with 2 red dots on it.
It's like
AC.
an angry Whopper.
That's like crazy fancy for a diner in the middle of the Midwest.
I mean, to be fair, Orange, Burger King does that all the time.
I mean, we're also looking at, but also, this is the Mothman place. Tourists are people, and people get hungry, so we're able to make a little bit more than your local mom and pop place.
I do be hungry.
I have no
AC,
idea what this voice is supposed to be. Oh, you go.
I just wanted to ask, can I? Do you remember any quotes from the main character protagonist when he's looking into the coffee?
None.
Whenever he talks to his imaginary friend. Do you remember what the imaginary friend is named?
I don't think AC ever saw that LP.
That was the one moment I saw was like from an LP was like I think 2 best friends. It was Wooly talking about Wooly the Liar stole pies. That's like
Oh,
literally.
that's where it's from.
That's all I know.
I just remember like the imaginary friend of the main character was also named Zach.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think of like, oh god, what's a quote he says so I can do a joke with Zach.
See, they're too good. I can't remember them.
I borderline remember that story back to front because
I-
it was the first like LP I was like keeping. Well, no, the first LP I was keeping track of was Eternal Darkness for the Best Friends.
That was a good one.
The actual thing is that like this one also like, how do I say this? It was like. It was
I never
one of the
finished
first
it.
LPs I finished, like, not finished. I should say, one of the LPs that I also kind of like was there and was like I was there on ground floor watching them go through it.
Yeah, I never finished that one, but I did finish Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is a crazy one to
My
finish.
brother.
Oh, are you part of the 13K or
I'm
whatever the fuck
totally
it
part
was?
of it.
Alright, let's continue on.
So you get your burgers, you get your coffees. Uncle Joe, also and Adam get their foods, and they're all enjoying it. And Uncle Joe's like, once again, I want to thank you all for the food and the drink.
No problem.
Could I also flashback a moment to the part where I was talking to the lady? Because she mentioned that she saw a cryptid, didn't she? That's how she got started? That she actually saw a cryptid?
Velma.
So I assume that, yeah, like Velma, so I assume you guys are talking you're looking at the phone right now. Virgil's off talking to the freaks. So you mentioned seeing a cryptid, and that's how you got started.
Yeah, it was like a Shamblin type. I want to say it was like a I think it might have either been a ghost or like something, but it was very. No, it wasn't a ghost. Actually, I remember now. I don't know why, but my memory around it was very fuzzy. It was a humanoid-like entity. I barely remember. It was very fast and powerful, but yeah, I saw it and I almost got me, but some people came in and they assisted me, and that's how I got into like the hunting thing initially. It was a brief little gig before I decided that they were a little not really, they're a little fanatical for my taste, so I decided to just leave and just go somewhere else, and that's how I encountered Frederick.
And you just went along with him.
Look, if you knew, listen, they make some of the people in that previous group look sane.
Did they have a group name?
It was like the Society of Leopold or something.
Oh, I see. Now, where was this shambling creature?
Wait, I'm not there, Carmi.
Yeah, you're talking. Everybody went to talk on the phone. I'll try to make this flashback quick. I don't want to harp too long on it, but just get the important details. So where was this again?
I was originally in Chicago when this all went down.
And we have not been to Chicago yet, right, AC?
Nope.
All right. I sometimes get these places mixed up. Well,
Been to
and
Cincinnati.
yeah. Well, and then I'm just gonna say, give me the phone number and all that, and then I go up to meet with the people. All right, so we can unflashback.
And flash forward, everyone's enjoyed their meals. Is there anything that you want to ask? That song transition accidentally made like a really funny flash forward sound effect. But
Zach's gonna hey, do you guys have any Mothman themed milkshakes or something?
oh, that's actually our specialty. It's basically just a bunch of Oreos and 2 cherries to be the red dots of Mothman's eyes, with the Oreo crumbs being
It's
its
actually adorable.
thing. Also, the stems of the cherries are taken off so they can be the antenna.
Oh, that's fucking cute. I like that. Is that a real thing, or did you just think that on the spot?
On the spot, baby.
That's a fucking keeper of an idea.
Wait, I found a real one.
If no one did my idea, I think I would actually be kind of low-key disappointed.
Oh,
That's more like a
that's really
similar.
cute. Wait, put that in dice roll so the audience can look at it.
We're gonna open this in a new tab. We might. Actually, I might put this here.
That's cute. I really like that.
Although it's funny because my idea was had the 2 cherries, but the Oreos were on top of the whipped cream, so it looks like it's dark, it's dark material with the stems of the cherries being the antenna.
Yeah, this is a different idea, but honestly, I kind of love Roboots. The big eyes with the wait. So you made that Roboot?
No, Robert found it.
No, I found it.
Oh, I thought you said you made
That's a
it just
picture,
now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also had the
tiny chocolate wings are so fucking cute.
But yeah, so how does he have the Mothman thing? She's the waiter's there's some people going missing. I know some of the locals are actually blaming it on Mothman, but I don't know if I believe in that, but I wouldn't be shocked. Not that I wouldn't be shocked about being Mothman, but I wouldn't be shocked if the culprit believes in Mothman. Apparently,
Steph, I think you might have to kill this person.
Are you saying there's some kind of Mothman cult?
Oh, well, actually, there's highly likely. There's been some Mothman sightings, but after the investigation, they found some weird Mothman headdresses and stuff, and that's what I think it most likely is. Some say it's pranksters, but with the missing people and that, it may be a Mothman cult. I don't know. Or maybe it's the van of weirdos that just pulled up recently and that are totally not a Scooby-Doo themed.
Controversially, I don't think that the Scooby-Doo people have anything to do with that. Also,
Yeah,
again, we can't-
they might just be a bunch of weirdos.
Also, controversially, can we really call them Scooby-Doo when one of them is clearly dursting it out right now?
Yeah, they're the Clue Gang, and I've heard them get into arguments about how their dog is called Stevie D, and
Stevie D,
and
Stevie D
it's totally distinct.
I think we can call them the Scooby-Doo people just by the one guy, Shaggy.
I call them the Scooby-Doo Gang too, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't think you can look at their Shaggy and say they aren't a Scooby-Doo guys.
You hear in the muffled outside, where are we going, man? I feel myself getting skinnier.
I mean, I'd be fucking terrified too if I was stuck with that thing all the goddamn time.
Is it? Hey, are are some of the doobie snacks like legal here, man? What? Is it? I forgot to mention Norman runs up to the diner real quick, asking it. Is it like, I don't know, legal to enjoy the green, like the green man? Hang on, let me look this up on my phone.
I'm very tempted to give him some of my pills as a bit.
It is illegal for recreational use, partially decriminalized, and medicinal.
Oh no. Like, zoinks, man. If I can't... Oh, zoinks. I really can't talk to him again, man. And he just storms off.
So, okay, so does he make you say zoinks, or do you do it, like, on, like, is this a conscious choice you're making on your own?
You get paid to do this?
Well, like, he told me to do it first, but I guess it's become kind of like a verbal tick, man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
How unfortunate.
I could, like, retire
Now,
and,
has
like...
he had a nice warm cup of coffee to soothe his throat?
Wait, sorry, did he say the Fred pressured him into this?
The Fred made him say it, like, initially, but, like, everything else, it's just turned into a vocal tick for him now.
Fred went,
So
if
he
you
can't
want to
say-
get paid, you need to fucking do this, but then he did it for so long that now he just does it.
So, is Stevie, like, your friend? Did he come with Fred?
We still don't know where he came from.
I'm asking this guy.
Well, like, I don't know. He, like, I remember, like, I was told to come along, and, like, I saw Stevie D right there. He was, like, in the back, man, but he's the only one who believes me.
Hey, like, now I know this isn't really my place to talk, but like, there's no such thing as like being too deep in the hole. Like, you can pull yourself out of this.
I don't
You
know,
can
man. The
literally
pay's
just
real
walk
good.
away.
Also,
How much? I have to know how much.
like 80K.
80K?
A year?
Yeah.
And Fred
Surprised
Durst
he's
is
paying taxes.
Wait, so is he actually Fred Durst?
Well,
Is he?
that's the thing, man.
Is
I don't
this
know.
what Fred Durst been up to since the 90s?
Like, that's the thing, man.
Suspiciously rich Fred Durst.
You see out the window. Yeah, man. What are you doing?
Are you Fred? No, are you Fred Durst?
I don't
Actually,
think
you
he's
don't
actually Fred Durst.
You don't look old enough to be Fred Durst, actually.
He's also definitely has too much hair to be Fred Durst, so no, I don't think he's Fred Durst.
No, like,
And
no, like, I'm not saying he's, like, related to Fred Durst, man. But, like, I think Fred Durst has some child support.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna admit now I'm a little bit peeved because I think you made more money than my first job, and now I'm a little bit messed up from that.
See,
You know,
would you
maybe
be in the
they
Clue
could-
Gang with, like, Stevie D if you knew you could make that much?
No, I'm making more money now. Also, no,
Are
I'm
you-
not doing that.
Are you sure you don't want to be their new Velma?
You stop that right now.
Are you sure you don't want to be the Daphne?
I mean, for starters, I definitely would not be the Daphne.
Hey, like, do you guys ever feel like, you get, like, a little skinnier sometimes? Or is that just me?
That might
Probably
be
just
because
you,
you're-
man.
I think I'm gonna be real, man. It looks like you're emaciated.
Oh,
Do you think
Might
that's
need to
because of
eat
the-
something.
like,
think
fuck,
that's
man.
because of the anxiety?
No, I think it's the Scooby snacks.
Could I like do a fucking some sort of perception check? I forget what perception would be to see if he has bite marks on his neck. If is his neck even visible?
Alright, there
Does
is
he
some. I
protect his
will
neck?
say it is still like late until like the day. It's still like the day. Still like wait until like. So like if he was a vampire, he'd be a little weenie roast right now. Probably.
I mean, I'm not worried if he's a vampire. I'm worried if he's getting drained by. Actually, can I look at like Fred's teeth to see if he's a vampire? Because the skinnier thing makes me wonder if he's getting drained.
That would be.
You know, part of me thought that if Steven is a vampire, and that's what the suit's for. So you can just go outside.
Finds
might
out the Shaggy's getting drained, but in a different way.
He might be a Nosferatu.
No,
So,
I mean, like he's
no, he's talking about.
balls.
I know, Joshie.
It's talking about
I know you mean blowjobs. I don't want to think about Stevie doing blowjobs. I don't want to think about
It's
this
that
guy
scene from The Shining
slacking.
with like the guy in the dog suit, but it's Steve.
Joshie, I don't want to think about what this guy is doing with peanut butter and Stevie.
I mean, like no, I mean, like I implied that he was getting drained by Fred Durst.
I'm sure there's still peanut butter involved.
Well, like it's just between Stevie and.
All right, Clue Gang.
All right.
Time for the 2 p.m. draining session.
I'm gonna level with you guys. I don't know why you want to know even more about this fucked up little bunch already.
All right. So I will say when it comes to that, your attribute will be wits, and the I think it would be wits plus either occult or the look for vampire teeth. Difficulty
Would it be awareness, actually?
awareness actually for Fred. And I'll be difficulty 4 because he's like right outside the window.
Give me a second. I need to keep like a command, like something like to copy and paste to get these dice rolls out faster.
Oh, you want like a hotkey?
Maybe.
If you get there's like certain like little little number pads and stuff like that that you can get that allows you to add like a little hotkey keyboard to your computer. I have a couple, but I just keep forgetting to plug them back in. It's been a minute.
All right. I don't think I'm gonna need willpower. I can probably re-roll that. All right, I got it.
So, you make the dice roll and you look. They don't see like giant fangs in Frederick's mouth as he's talking. There's almost like the most you see is that like they're like 5% pointier than like normal teeth, but they're not all the way.
Okay, wait. Whenever you say I notice this, am I thinking like is it enough to actually notice? Do I need to roll an occult check to see if this is something that is like out of ordinary?
I think he just has pronounced canines, man.
It's just
like there are thin bloods. I don't know if thin bloods have.
if you want to like recall into your supernatural knowledge about what you have seen, you would do occult, but you do see the teeth. But whether your brain comes up with thin blood or longer canines, that's up to your occult.
Okay, because I don't know how much of a Chekhov's gun this is, but if I'm not gonna be able to roll for it, then I'll just let the story play out.
I would say like, it's like
I'm
just
keep on the story.
I say a difficulty 4 if you want to make the roll. Actually, I just remembered. Like that's oh wait, I remember. Oh wait, actually it'd be fine if you made the roll.
All right, would it be wits or intelligence, or could it be either?
Intelligence, because you're recalling it. You've seen the teeth already with the awareness check. You are recalling your brain palace with the most likely answer.
I don't know, man. I think he just has pronounced incisors. Like me.
I mean, this isn't something I'm going to be like discussing with the group. This is just me noticing. So, I mean, maybe I'll discuss it later. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna willpower that.
You are
Wait, you have pronounced incisors?
Yeah, I do.
Wait, is that Robu talking or is that Zach?
Me talking to you out of character.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you try to recall it, but it doesn't seem like it would be a vampire. Also, this guy's out in the sun, and he does.
Yeah, actually, I didn't consider what time of day or night it was.
He's out in the sun. If he was like an actual problem, you'd be seeing a little Limp Bizkit theme from Weenie Roast.
Yeah, I actually just didn't even think about what the time of day is.
But yeah, Shaggy is But Shaggy looks. I remember someone else wanted to do a roll because like Shaggy looks like almost off, and he talks about being skinny.
Did I just do another roll?
Say someone else.
Have you tried eating a really big sandwich?
Like I've done that, man. And like,
Have you tried shuffling up several components of sandwiches into like a deck of cards and then forming them into a large tower-like sandwich?
like yeah, man. Wait, man. I think I know what you're referencing, man.
Oh, you do?
Is your existence not a reference?
Sometimes.
You know you're being paid to imitate a cartoon character.
Like I know, man, but like, I don't know. I don't
You should
feel
get
like
a SAG card.
I don't feel like myself, man. Sometimes.
Have you ever just considered unionizing?
Ever considered just like, you know, I probably shouldn't say that out loud.
Were you actually gonna tell him to
What?
self-terminate, Joshie?
You should kill yourself
I
now.
was going to say that that has he considered punching Fred Durst in the face?
Here, I'm going to just I'm gonna.
Can I talk to you for a second? Just like
Frederick has a
real
gun.
person to real fictional person.
Can I pretend to be a wait, sorry, what were you were doing a thing, Orange? Sorry, I
Yeah,
don't
I was
want
about
to
to
stop you.
Just be like, listen, dude. I understand he's paying you a lot of money, but I'm getting the feeling that regardless of whether or not there's something special happening to you, you're on a constant diet of weed-laced treats with no proper nutritional value, and you're being paid to act like somebody you're not.
I did not
you
even make. Sorry, go ahead.
Have you considered that maybe the money isn't worth it? Have you also considered that maybe just save up a bit so that way you don't have to deal with this for a minute? He's not gonna give you, like, severance pay if you stop pretending to be Shaggy. Like, there's no easy out for this for you.
Like,
Just do
that's the
something
worst
else.
part. This is like my real voice, man. I just sound like this.
Vocal
That's why he
training
got
is
me.
very easy and very accessible.
Did he scout you, or did he just like hear you talk
I-
and be like, "Do you want to be Shaggy
Yeah.
in my Scooby-Doo knockoff adventure party?"
So
We do role play.
are you even into the cryptid hunting? Is this like a
It's real
particular
fucking
hobby?
scary, man. And I swear,
Have you
succeeded
have you
in hunting
seen
anything yet?
we've seen like guys in costumes, but I don't know how many of them were costumes. We've seen some shit, man.
Wait, here, sit down. Let me buy you something. What did you see? I'm now curious. I want the story time.
Like all sorts of stuff, man. We saw like ghosts.
Have you found the Mothman?
Oh, that's why we're here, man. We've seen like ghosts, and we saw like a werewolf, man.
A werewolf?
He tore through a fucking Humvee like it was nothing.
Where was that?
Oh, on the way. That was like in Virginia.
Oh, so at least it's not here. Wait, is that near here? I don't know.
This is West Virginia.
Oh. Are we anywhere? So we're not near East Virginia, I guess.
You're in West Virginia.
Wait, is West Virginia? I am bad at fucking
West
my
Virginia
own.
is west of regular Virginia.
I'm good at European geography more than my own
Pennsylvania.
country's geography.
Let me get a map for you
The
specifically.
United Squares of America.
But anyway, so as he continues, he goes, like, there's werewolves, ghosts, and like the branch, man.
A what?
Like a tree?
Do you have any marketable skills outside of pretending to be Scooby-Doo? I'm sorry, but I'm
mean
pretending
Shaggy?
to be Shaggy.
What the
pretending
fuck?
To be Shaggy.
Stef fake fan.
We all live in the United States. We're all fans of Scooby-Doo.
Apparently, some of us are more real than the other.
I
just give Seven a look.
like painted I was like a sculptor. But
I know a company that paints houses in upstate New York. If you leave this right now, I can guarantee you a job with them.
is that like the fucking mob, man?
Yes, the mob of like actual gainful, honest to goodness employment. Yes, that kind
You're
of
looking-
mob.
Out of context,
Looking
you
for
realize
mob
that
work.
painted.
I know a guy.
Here's a fun fact. You know about the implications of wanting to paint houses, right?
No, and I don't really
No.
care. I mean, like actual housing, like painting.
Sorry, I've had this thought. I like to think that Seven had like a Scooby-Doo stuffed animal, a blankie as a child. He was the biggest fucking fan of Scooby-Doo.
Seven didn't really get the chance to have a childhood, I think. Hold on, I forgot.
Forbidden
You see, it
lore.
was only Scooby-Doo. Everything was Scooby-Doo. That was his only childhood.
No, wait. No,
It's what got him into monster hunting.
not what got him into monster hunting. Stop. I'm gonna kill you.
I'll kill you first.
So he's like
No,
talking
no.
about he's like, sometimes like I hear like the branch man sometimes.
The branch man.
The who?
The
Like
what?
Zach looks up from his phone. He's like, the who?
The branch man. He like talks to me sometimes. The weed makes it better.
Elaborate, please.
I'm wondering, is it metagamey to ask somebody else to do a role?
I mean, you can probably word it in character. It's like, hey man, you know more about this.
Arkham, have you heard of anything about a branch man?
Not even
Can
similar.
can
Look, the motherfucker
Shaggy,
from over the garden wall.
can Norman here like make descriptions that would help Arkham?
Their arms, their body, it's like branches. And it speaks. And like it spoke to us when we saw it. Like, man. It's like,
You saw it.
I was the only one in the
okay.
Clue gang to see it.
Huh.
Is this often?
I don't see it. I remember I thought I heard it talking for a while, but it's actually kind of stopped, man. It was stopped when we got to West Virginia. But,
It stopped when you got here.
yeah.
The
And maybe that's... Oh god, is that why I'm eating skinnier?
Arkham, have you heard of this before?
Doesn't weed suppress your appetite?
In order to... A roll on this would be a difficulty... I would say... 5, intelligence plus occult.
I think I'm gonna pay into that.
Ooh. So you're going.
You said a diff of 5?
Yeah. All right.
Now.
Wait, that's a 10.
Right. Okay. Yes. If that's 10, how's that flowed?
That's a 4.
What can I glean? What have I heard of something like this?
Wait, no, is that not a 5? That is a 5.
Wait, no, that's a not. It's 6 or.
It's 3 plus 2, right?
That'd be a 4 out of 6.
Alright, so
If a 10 is 2.
10 is 2.
Zero. Oh wait, right. 5s are failures.
Yeah, 5 and below failure. So it's 10, 6, and 9. So that's 4. So you recall. You can't recall what would exactly be like this. The most you can recall is that there are like you've heard of some like cryptids that are kind of like this. You've heard you've known that and you've heard of maybe a vampire that can manipulate its body, but you can't think of anything specific. You
Could
also
be a number of things.
It can be a number of things. Just an unknown cryptid, changeling even, vampire. It could be all sorts of stuff. Well, it's different. Well, sorry, it's just you're the only people other than Steven that believes me about this.
I did, I'm gonna lie to him. I took some medical classes. Perhaps I can look to see what's wrong with it. And I'm gonna, like, just kind of examine his eyes, pretend I'm examining him, look at his neck, see if he has any bite marks on him.
I will say now that even with an automatic without a roll, there are no bite marks on him.
Oh, okay.
I
was thinking, like, maybe he was skinny because he was getting drained.
I mean, there are lots of other veins in the body. They're in much more intimate places, though.
I'm not gonna check his penis.
Like,
I'm
I
not
would
gonna
know
check
if I
it.
was
That
being
wasn't what I
bitten.
meant.
You think he's draining the main vein?
Yeah, intimate can mean things. I wasn't sure.
The femoral artery is very high on the thigh.
I was not aware of femoral artery. Thank you.
And as he's just kind of sitting there shocked, he's like, oh, like, I heard there's a couple crime scenes across this town. Like, that could help. Maybe they got some clues there.
Can you give us the addresses?
Like, sure. He's writing them down.
I like to imagine Uncle Joe is just trying not to make eye contact.
Uncle Joe is doing that. He's especially trying to look away from the van. Because unlike the waiter at the diner, Uncle Joe did sneak a glimpse of Steven, and he wishes that some supernatural Mothman would come and just tear the memory out of his skull. Like, here's the map.
Now, is there a Mothman here, though?
Like, that's why we're here, to find out. We don't know for sure.
Well, if he'd be anywhere.
Sorry, did you say you stopped seeing the branch man in West Virginia or normal Virginia?
West Virginia, when he got here.
Into West Virginia.
You have any run-ins with the fucking Flatwoods monster?
I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. Fred said it was just car like lights.
That's what they all say, don't they?
Fred comes in. Like, man, you gotta check it. There's a crime scene up ahead. Real murder shit.
What the fuck?
Like,
Is he inviting us to see?
He's just vaguely going, there's like some crime and stuff going on up there. We need to go see it, Steve. We need to go see it, Norman.
Can we come?
Up where?
Up northwest. West Virginia.
Do you guys want to go there?
Oh,
right
Point
now?
Pleasant.
I don't really see a reason not to.
Did we
Oh,
already
yeah,
eat?
well, we're in
where
town.
we're headed anyway. Why
Every-
not?
You have already eaten.
I didn't get my milkshake yet.
Wait, yeah, you did. Oh,
I got my waffles too, bro. What are you
the
talking
milkshake was good. Whatever
I'm
willpower
gonna get a shake to go.
was
That sounds
spent.
delicious.
and
You know,
all.
I just
you're refreshed.
sorry, go ahead. I just remembered that Roboot actually did. No, Zach did the crystal thing around them, and it came back negative. So my fucking examining him probably meant nothing.
Remember, it went off and it was like nearby them, and then.
So it could be intercepted by the phone, I guess.
Who's to
I can
say?
check- I
Okay.
can check right now that the phone's not with us.
Hey, I'm going to whisper into Zach.
That's gonna be a difficulty
Relax.
5. Actually, difficulty 6. Check. Occult plus wits.
Okay, I have exactly 6 dice for this. Yep, that ain't a success.
Type the numbers in the dice roll to update for our lovely viewers at home.
Just checking. What causes the dice roll challenge to not show up on the stream?
When I'm clicked on something else for long enough, I have to click back in on
That's
Discord.
weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
I wonder if there's like a setting to tweak for that.
This probably like it picks up the browser like 24/7.
A 4, 7, 9, 2, 10, and a 6. That ain't a success.
This is difficulty 6. That's 1, 2, 3. That's a 5. The amethyst. You're unsure. It doesn't seem to be glowing. There was a bit of a brief flicker, but it just kind of fades out.
Hmm. And Zach just shakes his head to Virgil.
All right, and
It
in
did
that
flicker,
case-
but it didn't go off entirely.
whatever that means. Maybe that's something. Maybe it's nothing.
Like he just like shakes his head and shrugs to Virgil. Yeah.
So we're checking out the crime scene. Is there more to say here?
Just go check out the crime scene. I can't think of anything else. You all do. And there's this yellow tape everywhere. There's like cops like going around investigating. And there's like all sorts of like people going in and out, like back up. And then
What happened here, officer?
and they're someone went, we found the shoes of one of the missing peoples.
That all?
Well,
I assume they might not tell us everything.
well, it's confidential. We can't be just telling this to civilians. For
Yeah, I
all
was
we
gonna-
know, you may be the reason
People
why
been
you
going
went
missing
missing
around here.
recently. That's all I can say.
Is there anything we should be worried about?
Just
Yeah, we were gonna do some camping. Are there any dangerous areas we should avoid?
I mean, if people have been going missing throughout the town, then maybe you might need to be careful if you're going around here at night wholesale. But if you stay in mostly populated areas, you should be fine. Wait, you know, it's some out of the missing people, some of them were last seen near the forest, and some were nabbed in their homes.
Oh, that's pretty serious.
Yeah, so I'd just be careful with the whole camping thing. I'd probably
Well, maybe we'll do a hotel instead and stick together at night.
sounds like a good idea.
Is there any examination? Sorry, what's the crime scene look like again? What was mentioned?
There's a yellow tape everywhere. There's like a bunch of mud. There's like a bunch of trees and a rail track, but they found a shoe.
There's no like obvious signs of anything. No broken trees. Nothing supernatural in particular.
If you want to, you have to make a dice roll to notice anything like that.
What should I roll?
Alright.
Tell me your secret.
Okay, this depends on how you go about this. If you want to just investigate for like clues in general from what you can glean, that would be a wits plus investigation. But if you want to see if like the vibes are off or if there's anything like that feels weird or supernatural, then you swap the skill for occult.
I'll do an occult roll. Am I doing wits or intel? I forget.
Intel. Oh, no, wits. You're doing wits.
What? I shall do wit.
Let's
see, I got an intel of, not intel, wits of 3. I have an occult of 2. What is my difficulty AC?
Oh, I would say this one's a 5.
I can't believe I got a critical.
You see that there's a branch that's been glanced over, but there's a claw marks on it. And now is something similar to that. It's kind of like hidden off the side, but the claw marks look a little bit like larger. This was a creature that is a fairly decent size. There's also there's also something strange that you notice in this scene is that there are branches that just appear off. Like there's just a bad feeling for them. Like whenever you're like glancing at like some of these like branches on the ground, it feels like it's emanating something.
Okay, are the branches within the crime scene location?
They are past the yellow tape.
Okay, we can't access them?
You cannot access them. Unless you want to maybe try to go for... just cross the yellow tape, but...
Okay, so does Virgil know the creature? Bone has an idea. Does Virgil?
From what you can recall, you're unsure what the ominous branches are, but if you had to guess, the claws in the weird branch feel like they might be categorized as something that is, although not the exact thing of a werewolf specifically, it feels adjacent, but not exactly a wolf.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't look like inherently a werewolf. Is the Clue Gang around?
Fred's like right there, and they're right there actually.
Oh, are we just in a big group?
You're all like gathered around behind the yellow tape.
Okay, so in case nobody else has anything to add, is the Clue Gang saying anything? But first, I would like to ask if anybody else has anything to add. All right, is the Clue Gang so?
No, I think I'm good to go. Just saying.
Okay, is the Clue Gang saying anything?
Like they found a shoe, man. Is there some people going? Oh yeah.
That's gonna try to see like past the yellow tape what shoes they look like.
You recognize that these shoes are a black and white Converse. That's what that is the idea of the missing of the shoes you see.
I'm
black Converse.
I'm gonna go up to Mr. Norman and say, hey, check out those claw marks. Those look like that werewolf that you were mentioning.
Like, kinda, but not exactly.
Oh, interesting.
Do you think it could be the Mothman?
Oh, who's say it could be.
However,
are you a true believer in the Mothman, Mr. Norman?
I've seen some shit, but so probably. But before you have a conversation, one of the cops looks at all of you. Can I help one of you? Can I help you?
Me or anybody in particular?
We're just gawkers.
The group. Got it. He goes to he clutches his head before popping some medication and walking off.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna take one of my addiction pills. Because I keep on forgetting to take my addiction pills.
Just start giving Virgil random debuffs if Bone forgets to say he's taking his addiction pills for long enough.
Yeah.
Do you snort your crack?
His pills are supposed to give him debuffs if he doesn't take it, like, for the scene. And the only time he doesn't get a debuff if he doesn't take them, if it's an action related to getting them. So if he's making like a Dex Athletics to run to a door, he'd be debuffed. But if he was making that to run to his pills, he would not be debuffed.
Yeah, I was like, alright, I want to take one of these debuffs. Addiction seems cool. Addiction is badass.
So you take your medication right after being reminded of your addiction because of his, as he walks off, disgruntled. And like, there's like just cops investigating, and one of them's like, it's getting rather late. Have you found anything? We found a shoe. Looks like it belongs to one of the victims. Oh, cool. I'll take that. Another officer, and it's just like a bunch of generic officers just kind of talking about what they found, and like, hey, I found claw marks. Must have been a bear. And they're just kind of wrapping up their their crime scene, and they're like, keep the yellow tape around, but tell everybody to scatter. Alright, scatter! All the cops and all that are returning to their, some of the cops are returning to like their vehicles. One stays like, watch.
I am going to quickly separate from the group to make a call to somebody. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Well, shoes aren't really much to go off of, I guess.
And I'll rejoin at some point whenever the group gets
so
to the next scene.
I was texting my friend who knows a lot of stuff. He's my usual contact, and he mentioned something that really got my attention. He tells the group to huddle in.
Yeah.
So you can like,
Yeah, what?
He says this is wolf territory.
Oh.
Don't we know that already?
I was kind of picking up on those vibes, if I'm gonna be honest.
I will mention, Virgil did not relay the details to anybody. He was
Okay,
going to do that later.
I know I'm a little bit newer to this than everybody else. Are we like anti-wolf as well? Is that also?
That was never
a thing.
Wolves.
What's the deal with wolves?
Just don't fuck with them. At best, you can hope they're probably maybe on the same side as you. And luckily, since they're not vampires, they're not going to actively go after us. However, that being stated, if they think we're a threat, they're going to fucking kill us.
Oh. Fun.
Werewolves are not to be fucked with.
I'll play that.
Werewolves are fucking dangerous shit. Dude, even fucking high-level vampires are fucking scared of those bitches.
So I guess we leave this case alone?
I mean, I have a feeling that whatever it is we're going to be looking into around here is probably going to end up intersecting with wolf stuff. Because there's something here that Vincent guy left, I guess the best word would be.
I guess. But, you know, just in case, if we ever do run into any werewolves, just...
I'm not 100% sure how hostile they are from the get-go. I've only heard stories about this stuff, but I should know. I got it from a guy who's He told me he ran heard about it and saw it. Listen, he just knows some shit, alright? He told me never fuck with these guys. These guys are actually, like, if you mess with them, they're dangerous.
Should we be worried that the
Alright.
4 chuckleheads might run afoul of werewolves?
Uncertain?
I mean, honestly, most of the there's gotta be at least a couple of them that are smart enough to not get it, to not poke the proverbial bee's nest. Some of them, the rest, I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah, that normal.
fucking Shaggy, come
Hi.
here.
Like, alright, man.
Don't fucking fight werewolf. Don't fucking fight him.
Do you think I'd be fighting any of those things, man?
Just do fucking whatever fucking stupid shit Fred tries to do. Just don't fight a werewolf. Just leave him to die if you have to. Just don't.
Actively,
like,
if Fred tells
yeah.
you to investigate this case, you should probably run in the other direction if you want to live.
I will say, like, he has a gun, but I'd rather get shot than deal with another fucking wolf, man.
He has a gun? I mean, like, if you want to leave now, I can help.
I also have a gun. If you want to get out of here,
Or
we
we've all got
we can
guns.
help you.
I got a sword.
I mean, I don't have it on me, but like, he doesn't look that tough. We're in front of a bunch of cops.
Huh.
And I guess I will be rejoining the team after my correspondence.
Like, so you're gonna like fight like Fred?
I mean,
I'm
like,
just saying, if you want to get out of here, we can, we can deal with Fred one way or the other.
I mean, honest question. has
The
he done,
point
like,
is, you
anything
shouldn't feel
that's, like-
pressured.
I mean, the honest question is whether or not he's done like anything that's like directly like actionable.
Has
You
he
know?
threatened you with the gun before? Do you just know he has the gun?
I think it was an accident, but he shot me. Like, oh god, no.
When?
You want
Where?
to talk about that kind of shift in tone you just had there for a second, dude?
Like,
Am-
what do you think?
am I-
That's for the Scooby snacks.
Am I with the group right now, or am I like
You
walking
you walked into this. Like, you're walking in. You walked in just enough to hear him kind of shift in tone a bit.
Everything all right?
apparently not.
Like, it was an
So
accident.
would you
that
say
they shot me?
So would you say that you have something of an inner voice that you suppress with drugs?
Norman goes silent.
You've got DID, don't you? It's okay. I know a couple of people. It's nothing to sneeze at. I getcha.
Hey, what's the
The
idea?
system, right?
Well, it's not.
Dissociative identity disorder is effectively a method in which people create alternate personas of themselves for the sake of compartmentalizing trauma.
You ever seen Moon Knight?
No.
I don't.
Bullshit.
I've actually kind of looked into that.
Have you
Doesn't-
seen Fight Club?
It actually doesn't match.
I have. That's a good movie.
I actually haven't. I've looked into like that. It actually doesn't match any like real DID cases.
Did he tell us when this started?
He has not.
When did this start?
Did it happen when you got shot?
No, it happened when I.
Wait, you got
Oh.
shot?
Fred
Oh.
Durst shot him.
You got shot by Fred, and you're still with him.
The branch man. Yeah, he shot. Yeah, it was an accident, but
Okay, hold on a second. Do you have the whole story, or does the other voice have the whole story? I guess the better word might be.
like, I don't know, but like, it's weird because like, it doesn't feel like another part of me. Like, it's I can't describe it.
I would like to do a group huddle for a second. Shaggy, stay right. No, Shaggy. Norman, can you just stay right there? I need to address something with the group here. Just right there. We want to help you with this, maybe. I'm gonna huddle with the group. Do you think we can talk to Malcolm about this? He does dream stuff.
Maybe?
This
What if
sounds...
he's the werewolf?
What if he is? Wait. Oh, okay. So you guys
I
also
mean,
possibly solve
He's
the
got
plot.
an aggression problem. He's unassuming. He's got a lot of hair.
I mean, is it
Also,
possible?
it is odd that it kind of followed this direction as well.
I mean, is it possible for someone to be like, you know, a
AC,
werewolf without really knowing that they are?
Fuck if I know.
does Arkham know?
That's a good question. What do I roll for werewolf lore?
Occult plus intelligence. Difficulty. I would say difficulty, like, I would still say 5, because, like, unlike other ones, werewolves have been, no one's really had the chance to get close to them that much. So there's just a little less information.
I got 110, but not much else.
You gonna keep that, or you gonna reroll? Up to you.
You know, I'll re-roll, and it didn't help.
Oh, that's worse.
No, well, no, I got a 5 instead of a 3, but I mean,
You
didn't get much better.
you recall it. All you know is that werewolves are aggressive and that they're very powerful. There's a reason why supernatural scholars have not had the chance to get close to a werewolf and actually record too much of the details. So books on the werewolves are very uncommon.
Question, AC. I got the critical whenever I saw the claws, right?
Uh,
And you said it was werewolf adjacent, but not the werewolf itself, right?
right. It was adjacent to it, but it wasn't a werewolf itself.
So maybe it's not even a werewolf, though. There's many things that have claws. I don't know if those claws in particular are werewolf claws. So do I know anything about werewolf lore itself, or just the kind of physical thing? Because like they have the whole eco-terrorism thing.
You just know
theme.
about their physical traits and that they are seen, and that they and that they'll sometimes attack some supernatural stuff. Oh, you know, you don't know a lot.
What if there's some sort of were-moth?
There might be other were creatures.
Now,
Like the Mothman just turns into a normal guy during, I don't know, the daytime.
Now, as much as I've personally hypothesized about the different kinds of moth people, that one's kind of out of my purview.
Do moths have claws?
So I did mention, though, that perhaps we can talk to Malcolm about this. He might be able to look inside Shaggy's head there. Do you think it's worth a shot?
Okay,
Don't
well,
see
like,
why not.
if he is, if he is if he's a little bit, concocted, I guess the best word might be. I don't really know how else to describe it. Maybe we shouldn't bring him into into our own quote-unquote mystery machine.
That's what I was also thinking about.
Then
We could possibly rent out a place.
You think we can have Malcolm do like a house call? I guess you could say.
I don't think Malcolm is opposed to doing that. I do think he's probably opposed to us bringing this random guy on the bus.
Do you think Uncle Joe knows any secluded place?
Do we want to ask Uncle Joe? We could just rent a hotel room real quick.
We could.
Uncle Joe is like in the distance, being like, "Am I like, I don't know, am I a part
Oh,
of
is
this?"
he with us?
He's in the crowd, but he's not in the huddled together group. He's just right there.
Oh no, hi Uncle Joe. No, it's
Pull him
fine.
into
We're
the
just
huddle.
finding ourselves.
All right. So, do you guys want to get Malcolm to look at him?
Sure.
I also forgot. I wanted to ask fucking what was that his name again? Magic Man, Andrew, not Andrew. Adam. About the call because Victor mentioned Malcolm having a different name, so I'm gonna want to put a pin in that for later. Anyway, Do we unhuddle?
Hey, Norval, do you mind if does Durst mind if we abscond away with you for a moment?
No
We know
problem.
somebody that specializes in your kind of thing, we think.
Oh, that'd be awesome, but yeah, Fred might be a little hot-headed about it. I'm
We can
gonna
handle Fred.
Do you want to escape, Fred?
probably for the time being, man.
Yeah,
Fred,
how far away from our last location are we?
you're far up, like, north, like...
Well, actually, from our first place, I was gonna think, can we get Mr. Hibachi to abscond away with Norman?
You could just call him, but he is like several hours. Indiana's
He does
several
live
hours
3
away.
states away.
You can't call him. You can't call him
wait,
to summon the person.
We have a
But not
rich
that
guy.
quickly, at least.
We have the money card. We could probably just pay somebody from Uber to go away with him.
I mean, you can just get a ticket on a Greyhound bus and just go.
Do you want to summon Mr. Are you all in favor of summoning Mr. Hibachi?
As funny as that is, do we want to do the crazy thing that doesn't make sense, or should we just suggest that that we give him the money to go on a bus?
I mean, like, we could, if we want to look at the guy, we could probably just look at the guy, have Malcolm take a look.
Yeah.
I'm talking about afterwards. After we essentially save him.
I don't know. We don't have to. We can just go like.
We can worry about this later.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I was gonna just suggest, why don't we just kick Mr. Fred Durst's ass? Just tell him to leave him alone.
That's also a valuable option.
Now, you see, like, Norman be like, you know what, man? I'm gonna need and he's talking to Fred, I'm gonna need to, like, get some time for some space. He's like, man, and Fred's like, man, what the fuck you want about? I be paying you good. Fred looks like he is just really not happy with this decision.
Wait.
You think you're, like, too big for the Clue gang?
I just need to make sure.
Wait, is Velma
did all the cops fuck off? I just want to make sure.
Whoa. There's one cop at, like, the crime scene.
Wait, actually, before we do if it's not too late, I would like to inquire if we should talk to Velma about it first, as well. If she should get in on it, and if Daphne needs saving.
They are there. Although Daphne and Steven are both. Daphne's like they're just quiet, not really saying anything. No, the Velma equivalent's like, whatever. I just like the pay and the investigative work. I will say though, I haven't had I would say out of all of us, the only one who's like really had it like rough is probably like Norman.
You know, you guys could possibly start your own group away from the weirdo.
But the weirdo has all the money.
Get your own sled.
Did you not save any of it?
We do.
Aren't you guys rich at this point?
I mean, now that we think about it, we kind of are, but...
Like, collectively?
Maybe, but like, how would we get more money from this? Like, the only reason why we're getting money on these investigations is because Fred's paying it, or God only knows where.
Is the money worth it?
To me, kinda. Probably not to Norman, though, even though Norman desperately wants the free Scooby snacks.
What about Daphne? What's her name again? Diane?
I think her preferred like name was I forget, it's been a minute. She doesn't talk a lot. Is I think it was like Miss something? I don't know.
Miss something?
Miss Blake was her name. That's all we really know.
Oh. All right. So is she here because she wants to? Does she talk?
I don't know if she talks, but she doesn't
She's
seem
never
against
talked
it.
to you?
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the thing. Two people in this entire Clue gang are like completely mute. Well, one person and one person dog?
Should we take Red aside and start questioning him? This guy seems like bad news. This does not seem good.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know if like Reg is like.
This seems really suspicious.
It does, but I don't know if Fred's like evil. Like evil. I think he's just like kind of like a dickhead sometimes. Like I don't even think he knows the implications of like our group being the way it is. Like I'm not even sure if he like even perceives Steven the way normal people do. I think he just sees him as like a dog.
Have any of you tried calling the cops?
I think we already addressed this. They just didn't find it that like meaningful. Like they're not doing technically anything illegal.
We're not doing anything.
Being weird and rich isn't illegal. He's not pressuring you in any way, right?
No,
Well, I think
just
No,
money.
he is.
Well, he's paying us, and he will not pay us if we're not part of the group. But
I thought there was pressure to stay. Wait, what?
he also, I mean, he also has a gun. He has
When
like
you
a,
say that, that sounds like it's kind of nefarious.
well, I mean, having a gun, it's like if he's
Did shoot
threatening
him
with
by accident.
It's like that bit from Sunny in Philadelphia. He's like saying, well, you know, girls won't say no, right?
because of the
If you're on the
implication.
boat.
The implication.
Norman
Yeah,
mentioned
that's the type of shit with the gun.
That's
Norman mentioned that he got shot. What's the deal with that?
okay. So I will say, Frederick doesn't strike me as someone who's like nefarious serial killer evil. He just strikes me as like a weird like dumbass dickhead that doesn't get the implication of some of the people he's with. Like, I don't think he's like a mastermind. I think he just kind of rolls with anything.
You're just saying he's a rich kid that needs to get his ass beat.
Is he not the one rolling it though? He's not rolling with things. Isn't he the mastermind?
Oh, he is, but also he just like. I feel like Ted Bundy could come here, and if he resembled a Scooby-Doo character, Fred would say, "Come on in," without giving it two thoughts. I just think the guy. I don't think the guy's like inherently a villain. I just think he's stupid and.
The main issue is like there are people that haven't talked. That's not normal. Like the Kim thing is one thing, whatever, but he seemed unresponsive.
Also, well, that's the thing. Steven's weird. I don't even think Frederick knows
don't
the whole
say.
deal. I don't think Frederick even knows the whole deal.
By the way, out of character, I love how this entirely, like, fucking stole the spotlight from the possible quarry we found.
Yeah, it's like a part of me is like I feel like
Mystifying.
Virgil wouldn't actually care that much about Frederick, but Bone cares. So I've been looking for reasons to
I mean,
investigate.
it is not out of character to look at this because this shit's fucking like really weird.
It's like a train wreck. You can't help but stare.
I'm very curious.
I'd like to make a move in this strange stalemate scenario, if you will allow me to do so.
What is this move?
I want to intimidate Frederick so that we can do things with his bitch.
Wait,
His proverbial bitch.
Before you do that, I would like to ask, what is your intimidation skill?
It is 3.
You have a 3 in
Better
intimidation?
than me, man.
I have a
Alright.
3 in intimidation. I saved up some XP for this.
I would like to make a suggestion before Steph does that, though. I was actually going to suggest Steph talk to Diane to see if she can get, like, girl to girl, see if she can get her to talk, get information out of her. See if she's here
Just see if she
consensually.
can talk.
And then we do the intimidation, if you're okay with that.
I mean, alright. Sure. If you want me to talk to... I mean, I'm not even sure what the hell I would say to her.
You see her and like Diane, like Miss Smith. She seems like, no, she's like not saying anything, but she's just looking like just kind of neutral. She doesn't look like traumatized. She just looks like, you know, she's just kind of there, and she's just kind of vibing.
Sorry, I just want to say, you said you weren't sure what to say. I was just gonna suggest that you just make sure she's okay, that she does want to be here.
Yeah, and she doesn't talk very much, right? Okay.
Apparently, she doesn't talk at all, according to fucking Velma. I keep on forgetting their names.
Miss Daisy.
Miss Daisy. And, like,
Alrighty
the
then,
fact
so-
that she wasn't talking to the group is very suspicious.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like side saddle up to Diane, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, I've been sent over here as a kind of liaison because I guess nobody else knows how to talk to women around here. Are
Joke's
you,
on you, I know how to talk to women.
It's mainly
Anyways,
Jerry physically drags 7 away.
Diane, I'm gonna be perfectly upfront with you. And again, you don't even need you don't even need to give me a verbal response, because it seems to me like you are completely checked out. I don't even know if you're hearing what I'm saying. But if Fred over here is just like, okay, let me phrase that. If all of this is just like too much for you, if this guy over here has done like too much to the point where like the money isn't really worth it anymore, or at the very least you don't feel like you can put up with it anymore, just like, you know, I don't know, blink twice. Cause like I can deal with this for you.
She doesn't really blink. She's just kind of like shrugging a bit. She gets on she like has like does a reach for like a notepad, and she's like starts like writing in it, and when she shows you what's written in it, it said all it says is apologies, encounter took voice, and then she takes it and writes down further. And like it takes her a minute, but it's like, long story short, my supernatural encounter went bad. It attacked throat. Can't speak. She removes her like green scarf to show like a scar on her throat.
Oh. I don't know if this would be an ass pull, but I feel like being in the industry that I am, I need to be able to talk to people who can't normally talk. I just kind of do like a generic like, do you know like sign language type gesture effectively.
she writes a little paper and she shows it. It says, "I can hear dingus."
I mean, yeah, I know, but I'm not sure if this is how you'd be more comfortable talking.
Efficiency.
She's like, she shows back in sign language. It would be faster, but I can do notepaper.
I guess just at this point, then we just move to sign. Okay, so yeah, I guess this is actually the most like convenient way of us talking.
And she's like, and she just fires back, yeah, pretty much, with sign language.
All right, so if you want to answer this now, yeah. So Fred, huh? What's the deal?
She's like, she throws back, rich kid, kind of an asshole, mostly an idiot. Got a lot of money, found a van, wants to investigate a big crime. Unsure what motivated him. Maybe dead mother. I don't know.
Has he had any kind of paranormal experience before he decided to get into this?
Don't know.
Huh. What's the deal with Shaggy?
She's like,
Scooby.
She
I
says
don't
that
think any of them know the deal with Scooby.
she fires back about Norman. She's like, Norman's been acting odd recently. Claims to have seen Branchman, but hopefully, but the Scooby snacks makes him quiet down a bit. Talks about I heard him talk about something in his sleep.
Is there any chance that do you know a way we can talk to any of you without a dumb idiot being in the room with us?
It's like, don't know, probably at night. You'd be probably sometime at night. Unless somebody explicitly reports it, Fred usually goes to sleep rather early.
Ah, okay. Is there a good spot that you three can meet us, Sans Dog and Fred, later on at night that we can meet up at?
Probably hotel. Maybe diner would be best.
Alright, diner.
You see Fred kind of like getting into like a bit of an argument with like Norman in the back there. Norman's like, it's like, look, man, I know it was like accident, but like you shot me. It's like, yeah, it's like, well, I didn't mean to, like you said. I don't know why you gotta treat this like it's a whole big thing.
Okay, I know that we have a non-inflammatory solution to this, but it's like, man, you can't exactly move on from somebody shooting you, even if you do pay him a shit ton of money.
What was the context? Did you drop the gun?
Yeah, what was the
A
context
gun
of
should
you
not shoot someone even if you drop it.
Wait, are we just confronting him about this?
Guess fucking.
I mean,
yeah.
It's none of your
now.
business,
This
man.
fucking sucks.
No, like, it's none of your business. None of you know. It was just one of those days.
What do you mean one of those days? One of the days you just whip out a gun and start shooting people?
There was like a zombie out. There was like a zombie in a mansion, and like I thought I heard it walk up on me, and it was Norman. All right, fine.
What now? Bro, I don't think you should have that gun in the first place if you accidentally shot someone.
Wait, so, context.
Like
Friendly fire happens.
I'll say it again. I was in this mansion. There was like zombies in it, and I turned around and I shot, and it was Norman. All right, I didn't mean to, man.
Wait, what do you mean? There's zombies?
Yeah.
Where was this mansion?
I forget.
Does that thing even have a fucking? Does the thing even have a fucking safety on it?
Were you at fucking Keener or Toten or some shit?
That's a theater, and also no. What's a safety?
Here, let me show you.
Oh my God.
Give me your gun for a second.
You pick up a gun. It is like it is a 9mm pistol. There's no safety on it, like at all.
No safety on the gun.
And they're just
a gun that doesn't have a safety. What the fuck?
There just
Fucking rich
isn't.
white
Where'd you
kids, I
get
swear to
this?
God.
I found it in like a shelf.
So I have his gun right now, don't I?
You do have his gun.
Cool. I'm gonna take a step back. Hey, I have his thing. You guys can just run away now. Like, actually, you know that, right?
We kind of need. We wanted to talk to Norman later.
Yeah, we wanted to talk to them actually.
We actually, it might help to have them as a group.
All right, hey, okay, listen. All right, listen, Freddy, buddy. Hey, I have your
We have your unregistered firearm.
Yeah, we have
your
your
unregistered firearm, which, by the way, this is like super illegal. You know that, right? Like, the guns need to have a safety on them.
Although the cop
there's literally a police officer right over there.
I was gonna say
this dude has an unregistered firearm.
Right, I'm gonna cover Stef's mouth because I do not want to draw cop attention.
Oh my God.
You know, it's like Fred just goes into like oh shit panic mode, and
Virgil also goes into oh shit panic mode.
But then you see Norman's face go from like vitriolic, like psychopathic anger to like scared to like half a second.
I just walk over to the fucking officer. Yeah, hey, hi, here. This dude,
Whoa,
fucking.
Whoa. Leverage. We want leverage.
I mean, we don't need Fred. He's an idiot. We need the rest of them.
We don't know what we don't want.
Like, fucking stubborn. You notice that Shaggy is starting, Norman is starting to kind of like twitch a little bit.
Weak out.
He is shaking. Oh God!
Hey, man.
His
What's
arms start to kind of like his eyes start to the eye bags start to go a little bit darker, and then you see him kind of get like 5 inches taller.
Oh, hold up, I'm backing up.
Oh shit!
I'm going.
Shit!
Like, man, what the fuck are you doing?
What?
Is this Norman or is this Fred?
This is Norman. Let me post the and as Norman's like just kind of growing, he's looking at Stef while this is happening.
Oh, hey, a doobie snack. Well, point.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You point, and for a moment it grows a little taller, but then like he kind of reverts back and just collapses.
What the fuck was that?
Okay. So do you still want your Shaggy? I'm gonna ask that to Fred.
Everybody is speechless. Even the cop has like nothing to say.
Oh, he saw that?
The
Mr.
cop.
Officer, what the fuck was that?
We have.
I don't fucking know, man.
Officer, you've clearly had a very long day. Maybe we could pick this up some other time, huh?
Oh my fucking god.
It does question, is the officer potentially suffering from the delirium?
I mean, we aren't.
Everybody's like silent.
Well, I assume like normal humans that are already in tune with the supernatural don't suffer it, but I don't know.
He's gonna run over to Norman, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy has a really bad fever. You should probably take him somewhere."
Yeah, you know, this just happens sometimes.
I will say he did not get any hairier during that process.
Okay, wait. What actually saw before we start talking to cops and start saying, "Wow, you saw nothing"? Before we start getting even more suspicious by even considering talking to him.
I just said some stuff and I just ran over to check on the guy as like a good Samaritan.
What did we see? What did he see?
He just saw him get like speak in a different tone, and then you saw him like he spoke in a different tone. And you saw him get a little bit like taller, but you guys saw like his skin almost looking more like sickly while this was happening. Like there's like the circles under his eyes went purple during that. And
okay, how far is the cop?
The cop was far enough away where the cop didn't see any of those details. He just heard the voice and saw him get slightly taller.
By how much did he get tall? Did he like Hulk out?
He like 5 inches, and also one thing I wouldn't describe it as hulking out because he actually got skinnier during that transformation.
He didn't bulk up. Like,
He
Did he look like an Until Dawn fucking whatever they're called, Wendigo?
There was not an ounce of hair on him, not extra hair. In fact, you could have sworn that you saw some hair fall off when that was happening.
All right. Huh. So I'm gonna ask for. So do you mind if we take him to our friend that is a psychiatrist?
Like. He's like, man, I don't even know he did that.
Well, now you know. So are you okay if we?
But werewolves normally have hair, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a werewolf, man.
Well, great. You know, we have a friend that we're gonna talk to about this. All right. And so, does anybody else have anything else to say to Fred?
Keeping your gun, idiot.
Also, you notice that there is something, in that like fell out of Norman's shirt. It is like a weird sack thing, like a linen sack.
Oh, Yoink.
Well, I think he was out of
Kevin's
those.
going to bridal carry Norman because he wants to make sure that his face is not near anywhere vital to bite him.
Okay, wait, did Diane or Miss Daisy see anything?
They did.
All right,
They're
I'm
just
going
shocked.
Okay, so did Steph give us the time? Like, did Steph like spend any time telling us what Daisy said?
Oh yeah, here.
Not
I can just
Daisy,
relay
the other
all-
one.
I can just relay all this.
All
you
right,
guys
I
pretty
am going
quickly.
to suggest that they come with us, assuming that the team is consenting to me suggesting that. They have actually seen supernatural events. They're in the know.
They kind of nod, but they realize that but as a nod, they're like, we've never. They kind of like are just shocked because like the Miss Daisy is like, we've never seen him do that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has.
And
what is the crystal saying? Does it recognize anything with him in a normal form?
in normal form,
if Robu
diff-
consents to checking the crystal. Robert?
Yeah. You want me to check the jail crystal again?
Yes, Zach. I think you should check the jail crystal.
Okay, he's gonna do just that.
It's not actually called the JO crystal, is it?
No, of course not.
Okay, well, just had to make sure. But I have to tell you guys that means something completely different.
Difficulty 4.
Again.
Like, I want to know if it only activates if he's in his fucking.
Hot damn. Hold on, I got an 8, a 0, a 10, another 10, a 9, a 1, and an 8.
You got a critical success?
Do you realize? Okay, so because it's a critical, it's normal, like it's fading, but then it blinks rapidly twice. It only did this one other time. Back when it went off when you're at the diner earlier, when that phone call happened, and you ran past Norman, and it blinked twice, rapidly, really quickly.
Oh. Well, he's got something in him.
Also, as for the sack hood that Steph picked up, you think it is, but there's a hole in it. And as you're investigating it, this is what that sack hood would look like.
Creepy.
Wait, so we're not actually seeing it on anybody's head?
No.
Okay, there's something. Yeah, there's something going on here with
Nightbreed.
I'm getting the vibe that maybe Norville does things that he's not quite aware of.
Maybe. Although, yeah, we should probably take this.
I need
let's
to
go ahead and
ask.
deal with that thing.
I need to ask. Where's the mystery machine right now?
Parked next to the crime scene.
All right, I am tired of the bullshit. I'm going in. I'm removing the mask. I'm questioning this dude.
Okay. Do you want to? Okay, so you got to remove the mask.
We have Daisy. I'm going to also relay this to the other people in case they want to stop me.
Difficulty 6 strength plus brawl to remove it. Actually, is difficulty. Actually, difficulty 7 strength plus brawl to get the mask off.
A difficulty 7?
Yes.
I'm not that strong.
Okay, wait.
He doesn't fuck around.
I was actually going to suggest like I talk him out and say I'm gonna remove the mask first. Should I just go straight to the strength check? I guess.
No. If you're gonna talk about it, you can go.
Like I was gonna say, all right, I'm tired of this.
I thought you were
what
just
do
gonna
you
remove the
know? As I am going to like lay my hands on him, but I guess then I'll do the chest.
You like grab and shake him. He's like,
what am I rolling here?
Strength plus brawl.
All right.
Pray to God you get a critical success.
Actually, can I even make that difficulty 7? You said?
Yeah.
I don't even think I can make that. Like I have a strength in 2, a brawl in 1. I can literally not make it.
Not even with a critical success.
No, I don't think. What does is a critical success an auto win? No, wait. I don't think I can get a critical success because I think a critical success is that you double 10 on a success. Okay, so wait, like unless I got all 10s, which in that case I would get a 6, I think, which I would literally still not be able to go with. So what does he do to me?
Nothing. You just can't get the mask off no matter how hard you try. You're just like that mask won't come off by force. It goes. And
I'm going to.
It scurries further back into the van on all fours, like it's scurrying around.
Alright, I'm gonna take out my knife and say, you're either taking it off or... Wait, actually, does he have a zipper? Does he have, like, some sort of zipper?
On his suit, but his mask is
Virgil,
a different
please take your
mechanism.
We're just like upending this team's entire dynamic.
Okay, wait, you said he had a zipper, right?
On the suit, not the mask.
Okay, I'm gonna like try to go for the zipper.
Virgil, please take your meds.
Athletics plus it's athletics plus dex difficulty.
I will say, if Zach wants to stop me, he can. Like, I don't want to suggest.
That's all he's gonna do is like, Virgil, please take your meds.
I already took them. They're painkillers.
So,
fuck.
Athletics plus dex, difficulty 5 to catch him. He is moving around.
All right, can I ask people to like corner him or something? Like,
fuck, I don't have high athletics.
I mean, if you wanted athletics plus dex, you should have asked me to do it.
I'm going to ask Stef. I assume everybody followed, unless they didn't.
I did. Look.
Yeah.
I posted a
this
video
is too intriguing.
A possible option. I'm bridal again. I'm carrying fucking Norman.
Your friend is hurt. You all have experienced crazy events. I want to know your story.
Hey guys, want to record a video of this?
No.
No. Also, somebody take the idiot's gun from me. I don't want to hold on to this anymore.
I'll take it.
What? So you go to grab it. I want you to. I thought you were.
I thought I would say it at the same time.
Okay, whoever grabs it has to make a firearms plus dexterity roll, difficulty 3.
Okay, well, I think that should be me because I have the better outcome on that.
Wait, what are you doing with it?
Just picking it up, just touching it.
I'm just handing it to somebody else.
Exactly, that's all it takes. Just make the dice.
It's an orc weapon.
Oh my god.
Fred brings world's shittiest gun to the monster hunt. Asks
Justin,
not to return.
What image? So you posted an image of like an equipment screen. What app is that?
Oh, that's the hunter sheet that you can make from the website that's specifically for making.
I have an editable PDF, yeah.
Oh, I have like the one that AC gave us. I did not. That one looks way better.
So.
I am currently collecting all the dice right now. It is actually kind of a little bit of a bitch.
Oh, hey, kitty. How are you doing? Sorry, I have a cat that has joined me. Are we out of eyesight of the cops, by the way? Like, they're not seeing
Is that
us,
it's a dex and firearms?
I'd say you're out of the eyesight of the one cop that was there.
You said it's
Dex plus firearms, yeah.
Dex plus firearms. Better make the.
Oh god, he's back on the fucking screen.
I mean, you're cornering this thing.
I hate it.
It's scurrying around on all fours. One person alone will have a difficult time catching it.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to.
Like the Family Guy. Sorry.
Fuck it. I want to end this quicker. I'm gonna help.
So he's like the Family Guy greased up deaf guy.
And it's like if the deaf guy was like a little bit like chubby and like walked and ran on all fours.
Is he still gathering the dice? Is Joshie still gathering the dice?
Alright.
That's the roll I got.
Oh my god. So you make that roll. So you take the gun.
Ooh, critical success.
You remember you remember gun training and your firearms, what you've learned, and how to handle a weapon without safety, especially this one. You perfectly clutch it. The gun doesn't go off. You have the gun.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. No, you go. You go.
You have the fire. Seven now has the firearm without safety, and it has not gone off.
Hey, this gun feels fucking cursed, man.
Can I make a suggestion with it being a critical? It's like, does Seven know why it would have gone off?
Seven. You guys realize that the reason why it would have gone off is that any like bump could have caused a trigger pull with the way it was being grabbed and handled.
This shit's fucked, man. No
mean,
wonder he accidentally shot fucking Norman.
I mean, shouldn't you like unload it or something?
Probably.
Can he unload it with that critical?
I mean, like, can I do that while also carrying? Oh, I guess I set Norman down for a moment.
Where is Frederick during this?
Yeah, it dropped the clip. He's just standing there, just in shock.
I rolled a 6, a 7, a 10, a 2, a 4, and a 4. I'm gonna burn willpower so I can grab the fucking dog.
Wait, what was the difficulty?
5.
5.
Oh, okay.
So I made 3 of those, I believe. Or is 6 also a success? I forgot.
6 is a success.
6 is good.
Okay, so I just need to make one more then.
Yeah.
Right. I'm rolling. Perfect. 6, 2, and a 5.
6. So, you grab the zipper on the suit, and you manage to like, and in this moment, because you're trying to grab this thing, you do grab it, and you have the zipper. What is the move?
I assume just deglove him.
If you deglove the suit, it will not be an additional dice roll.
But that is not me making a decision for you. That is just my assumption. Feel free to do anything different.
We were gonna reach this road eventually. We might as well peel off the proverbial band-aid now, right?
You
Don't say it like that.
You unzip, and you see just human skin, and on it, various runes tattooed on. There's a bunch of like runes tattooed on the skin from what you can see. It does not, these runes do not feel right. And now after you do this, Stephen stands upright for the first time since ever in your eyesight. You've never seen him stand like a person, but now he does.
Oh no.
He stands and you see the ruins on his back. The weird runes. You're unsure what any of it can mean. It turns around and it is staring at all of you.
What the fuck?
Is there an image of this?
I meant to, but I never knew. I didn't think I would get to a point where you guys would deglove him, but I had an idea and I never got around to drawing it. I swear to God, I will show it next week. I'll show a drawing.
So what's your story?
Doc's gonna slowly pull his sword, like unsheath his sword from his golf bag.
Wait, I need to ask, like, how far away are the like? Are we at least like
the cop
secluded?
You're far away from the cop.
Alright.
I think the cops have like fucked off at this point.
Well, if you're gonna start acting like a person now, you might as well finish the job, right? Come on. Take it off.
Well, it's already off.
Stef? Well, I mean, we've already gotten this far, right?
It stares.
You make it sound weirdly sexual.
At this point,
This is all weirdly sexual.
Zach is like fully unsheathed his sword at this point, and like he's just like he's holding it out.
It stares.
Like,
it like cracks its neck and it stares directly at Zach.
Huh?
and it's looking up and down at the sword. It's looking at all of you.
Oh, that's combat music.
I need to ask, is Fred with us?
Fred is standing there. He's basically paralyzed and shocked from all the shit that went down.
Fred, where the fuck to find this guy?
I don't know.
Fred, in a couple of minutes.
Do you not remember? Do you tell me right now if you remember?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Do you have the keys to the van?
He just throws them at you and just like falls to the ground, and like in a fetal position.
All right.
I'm not taking that. I'm running over to Fred. Listen, motherfucker. I need you to string together a coherent thought in that little fucking brain of yours for 2 seconds and get inside the van with me.
We are inside the van.
Out of there.
I think we're inside the van.
I really think right now is not the time to take our eyes off this fucking freak of danger.
I'm going to start driving. I don't want us to be in public right now. You guys keep looking.
Worm. You hear these words come out of Steven's mouth as it turns from Norman to you all. Boss. Stolen body.
Can you be more coherent? And by the way, AC, if I want to drive right now, because I don't know if we're still near civilization. I want to get away from civilization. Do I need to make any driving check? Or would it be simple enough to at least move out of the general population?
Difficulty, I would say difficulty 2. Drive plus, wits.
Wait, sorry, does Arkham have drive?
I didn't say I did, no. I just said there is one.
Oh, okay, I thought you said you could drive.
The most you can do is it's a difficulty 2 to drive that thing. Just difficulty 2, drive plus wits to just get it further out.
Alright.
Alright, let's see.
I'm going to reroll.
Alright, you drive past civilization, you take some back roads, and to your knowledge, no one's seen you.
We're all on the van right now, right?
Right, it's a lot later, and you notice that, during the argument, it was, later, afternoon, and now, the sun is starting to, set as you're driving off. It's becoming night.
Did he say Fomori?
I think he said 40.
Oh, man.
I need to...
I don't understand them.
I need to coalesce briefly. Who is in the van with us?
You
right
guys.
Is it all of us plus the fucking Kint gang?
The clue.
Did we bring the kink demon with us?
Everybody's. It never left the van. Everybody's in. Nobody said anything, so I'm going to assume Norman is still passed out on the ground from where you drove off from.
Why did we bring the creature with us?
Norm with us.
Okay, so Norm is in the van. All right, cool. It never left, and it's just kind of staring at you all, and it hasn't blinked once.
All right, I'm gonna call Malcolm and say, Malcolm, get the fuck over here right now.
Malcolm's like, crap, on my way.
I like to imagine that Zach is sitting right next to. I like to imagine that Zach is seated right next to the sex creature, and he's just really uncomfortable.
Why did we all decide to get in the van with the fucking nightmare Wendigo?
I don't know how.
I assumed it's because we wanted to figure out what was going on. We're investigating.
We were all outside the van. It just
Oh, I thought we were inside of it because we were we went to Steven. He was inside the van.
No, I thought Stef went in there and got it, but where the van was stationary and the van door was open for all of us.
Yeah, it was open for all of you, but he was just standing there. He also shouts out, "Corrupted blood."
Yeah, buddy?
I'm gonna level with you. I don't think antagonizing the strange kink demon is the best move right now.
Well, then
And I
don't
think
antagonize it.
I think that's a lot coming from me, considering that I'm the one who pulled the proverbial trigger.
All right, now I'm gonna suggest we all just kind of surround the van, but leave it. Leave him inside of there if he wants. Let him do his own thing.
The van. Okay, now I'm confused. Are we still in the van moving around or no?
You just got to a secluded area. There was a brief moment where Virgil was driving it to a secluded area while you were all in the back with it on the way there. And now you have all, and it did say corrupted blood on the way there, but now it is silent. And now that you've parked, and now you guys are in a secluded area.
Zach's gonna get out.
Is the creature standing still?
It is standing still. It is kind of like looking at all of you. Have any of you guys, so what do you guys do? Do you guys keep your eyes on it when you leave, or do you turn around
Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes on it.
Yeah, 7 is also.
I'm staring at like fucking SCP-173.
My 7
Oh yeah,
guys are
Jerry's
also
watching.
fucking glued
Watching
to that
this thing.
Can
Zach doesn't blink.
Can me and Arkham, I assume multiple characters can probably do this role, do like any sort of occult check to see what his like runes mean?
What his deal might be?
You can do that, but you'll only recognize a few of them if it succeeds. And that's
fine.
a difficulty. It'll be a difficulty 6.
What's the setup?
Difficulty 6, occult plus intelligence to further recall.
Do edges or matter at all in this case, like Arkham's?
I think. Wait, actually.
I spent 2 and got basically nothing.
I think Arkham can use just a library that uses Resolve plus academics to probably find a book that could help, but that would be a difficult. But that would be basically doing a difficulty like 5 dice roll just so he can get a bonus on a dice roll for finding out what the ruin means.
Alright, so I am going to like just kind of be in like the general like way to the entrance. I'm just gonna say, can you say anything coherent? Like I'm kind of leaving my escape route open.
It remains silent, but then it turns around and looks at Norman passed out. It walks towards Norman, unconscious body.
Oh, is he like just walking from the end of the van?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna just say, alright, he's coming out. I would recommend keeping a perimeter.
And Zach just like keeps his sword at the ready.
He looks at Norman.
He's also gonna keep his revolver at the ready as well.
Yeah, same with my fucking police pistol.
I would recommend not doing anything crazy. You are surrounded. We have somebody that's gonna check on him.
It picks up Norman by his shirt with one hand, and just kind of like.
Is nobody gonna fight him off?
And like he's just kind of.
Cock his gun.
It like immediately like snaps and turns right and looks right at you as you do, holding Norman. It's like
Put the kid down. Don't want any trouble, just put the kid down.
His soul has long been gone.
Great. Doesn't matter. We're getting a guy to come over. Then we can hand it over.
We got a guy
maybe.
on the way. I appreciate a second opinion on that.
You can
took this
say.
guy out into the middle of bumfuck nowhere at the middle of the night. He's about to fucking run away into the forest, and we will never see his ass again unless it is under very, very bad circumstances.
Well, we have. That's why we have him surrounded with a bunch of guns.
See, the thing is, he's moving. I'm gonna level with you. I think he's moving with a confidence that implies that a couple of guns isn't gonna stop him.
He's moving like Oppenheimer.
Would you
Not
at
what I
least?
was going for right now.
Can you at
Seven.
least put him down for now? We can then give him to you later, probably.
I like
if his soul is gone. Just to give us
You know,
peace of
It's
mind.
it's just staring at you, the party. Can we put him out of our misery, please?
He's a friend of ours. It would mean a lot to us.
It looks, it drops, it's like... Are you?
For now. Just for now. Let us get our guy. He knows things.
You cannot stop what is coming.
What are you?
His messenger.
Great. That doesn't answer the question.
Who is his?
The worm. It's calling. It resides within the body of a mage.
Cool. We
Can I ask what this mage's name is?
It looks at you. It shakes it. It's like just kind of like holding still. It's like, you've heard. I've not seen. You have heard.
He's talking about Victor, isn't
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to call, like, I'm gonna pick up what this guy's putting down. I'm gonna call Malcolm again. Say, hey, I think this guy's a buddy of Victor. He's got runes on his body. He's talking about something called a worm.
You hear noises, like you hear like a vroom, like a loud diesel like engine getting closer towards your location. And you hear you hear the boss getting closer. And then it parks. Malcolm rushes out and is scared at first. But you see him like it seems like a little fear before he says, "Alright, stand back a little." And you see him doing like hand signs.
Zach does just that.
He's
Stand back.
he's trying to do the hand sign, and he's like, and he holds his hands in a certain position. He's like, "Alright, you bastard. You make a move, and you'll face the jaws of a mighty creature." It looks. And Stephen just kind of stares.
Can I can I whisper into Malcolm, should we get out the blood drinker? Do you think we need him, or would that make things worse?
I don't know, lad.
He talks about mages. Maybe you know, I don't know.
The blood drinker now? I mean, it is night, but...
Yeah, I mean, look at that guy.
Zach just puts a hand on Virgil's shoulder and he just shakes his head at him.
Alright, if you're gonna say so.
And you hear as it's calling, none of you can stand to face us. But you hear, but then it tries to walk towards Malcolm. And before you all can do anything, you see like Malcolm doing an extra hand sign. Roots come out of the ground and they restrain Stephen, tying it. He is restrained by branches coming from the ground and roots. He drops Norman. And then Malcolm lets out "There's something wrong with that kid too."
I
we
gathered that
didn't
much.
really have time to tell you that. He got like big and skinny and lost all his hair. I don't fucking know what he is.
Lost a little hair.
And then you hear
Got anger issues. This isn't the fucking time.
That might be the time now, actually.
You also
now, Virgil.
you hear fluttering in like the brushes. You hear only the wind go by. Something feels tense. But nobody seems to know why. Not even Malcolm.
Zach's gonna look up.
You look up,
Towards the tree line.
you hear a brief noise. Almost like a flapping?
Stef!
And
It's your boyfriend!
and you hear it,
For once, I'm hoping you're wrong.
and you see like a tree, branches come down, and the tree rustles a bit. Do you all look up?
I do look up.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I look up.
Seven's gonna keep his eyes on Steve. Not Steve.
Steven, I mean, you're not technically wrong, but you can't make out much except for 2 red dots.
Zach's gonna pull out his fucking camera.
It's silent. It's standing there. Almost like it's observing the situation. You feel off. After
Wordlessly, I need to convey wordlessly that Steph has never been more scared and aroused in her entire life, i.e.
Oh.
scare roused.
AC, how humanoid is this creature?
this is a
this
dark
like Mothra?
forest. You can't barely see it because it's at night. And you can barely make out the details.
There in this goddamn town.
But it's large. It's not like skyscraper large, but
He's a big boy.
it's a big boy.
May I ask, does Zach have the flash on the camera?
No, I don't think GoPros have flash.
Oh.
It seems
If anything, they're more likely to have night vision, I think.
it seems to almost like turn its head really like to left or right really fast. And then you just hear it just scuttling across like the tree. And you hear, and then you see that it flies, it swoops down closer at you and it swoops up. And in the moment, you are lost within the confusion of it. Like the wind force from it flying down up knocks you all on your feet. On your ass.
Off your feet, one may say.
Off your feet. And
You just hear me saying in my breath, "Hey, big boy, what'd it do?"
it swooped. It was a brief moment. It was like swooped past you guys and flew back up to where it was. But as you're looking up, you notice that you don't see like Steven tangled in the branches anymore.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck.
You see that the moth creature is. You see 2 giant shadowy arms holding on to Steven, and it extends outwards to him. It extends him outwards, holding him, almost presenting him. He is limp for some reason, just completely limp. You're unsure what to make of this.
Is he dead? Are you Mothman? Are you chill?
I'm gonna hold my arms out towards him.
It just looks at you all, and then
Zach is still recording.
Holding Steven. It seems to be kind of crushing him with its hands, like it's holding onto his torso, And then he's like, and it's trying to like crush him. Steven lets out of you. But before Steven is almost like kind of crushed a bit. And then Mothman bites its head off and drops the corpse.
Well, I hope we're less tasty.
You hear it?
Oh, that was wet.
And then you hear it kind of like twitching, and then something covered in blood and saliva shoots out like a projectile at you.
Who's you?
You would be 7 because 7 spoke to it. That'd be an difficulty 3 athletics plus dex to dodge.
Wait, wasn't it me that spoke to it?
Actually, no.
7
spoke to it too, but 7 was louder.
So it's a dexterity and athletics?
Only it's a difficulty 4, actually. It's a 4.
So, but it's both dex and athletics.
Yes.
Okay, wait, there's a 10. Wait, no, that's me. I'm rolling them wrong. Give me a second.
Alright, wait, oh yeah, I forgot. You do the rolls yourself. That's my bad. I forgot. That was my... But...
You said this was like, with the spit, you said?
It was a projectile it seemed to have spat out.
Right. Did you say what this guy's silhouette looked like? Is he like humanoid or is he like more
Corpse
Mothra?
Isn't it obviously Mothman?
You see, okay...
I'm wondering like what the physiology looks like.
You barely catch a glimpse of it through the shadows and the darkness, but what you see, it seems like the wingspan is quite large. And you see...
Wait, hold on.
And you did see
Mothman-
arms. Human-like arms from it.
Yeah, I'm just
Did
curious
Mothman spit this out, or did the
Mothman.
corpse of Stevens? Okay.
Mothman.
I was confused.
I'm just wondering how much percentage is moth, how much is man.
It
seems like it might be too dark.
It's too dark, but you know it has man arms and shoulders.
How does that look?
You dodge out of the way. At the last minute, and you see it ricochet off the ground, and what you see ricochet is a bloodied, saliva-covered dog gimp mask worn by no one. It bounces off the tree and then lands on the ground.
If I offended you, I'm sorry.
Wait, was he still wearing the mask?
Steven?
Yeah.
Yeah, he never took it off.
Oh.
Any chance we could get the rest of the head? It's fine if we
No,
can.
we don't need the rest of the head. I don't think.
prefer
Do we
not
need the
having
rest?
to carry a severed head.
Thank you.
Oh, very conspicuous. It's not like any of us have a fucking bowling bag.
You know, that really helps.
Wave
Thank you. We're cool.
Yeah, we're real chill.
There a way you can leave Norman? I don't know if there's a way we could save him.
Don't worry about Norman. He's fine.
Did he turn to a giant monster?
I don't want to draw more attention to this thing. I want to get an idea. I want Malcolm to look at him. I don't want the moth to look at him.
Malcolm is like, I didn't know you were real. No.
Really?
Well, there's quite...
always believed.
Well, among our community, you see, there's quite a debate. Nobody knows what it really is. Is it a heavily changed vampire, changeling? Or is it one of the rare creatures? Or is it its very own thing? Its details have been so very vague that people have outright dismissed it.
So is it just looking at us? Is it just
It's
does it do
staring
anything?
silently.
I produce some very lovingly handcrafted Mothman fan art. It's like, I made this for you. It's kind of like, yeah, no, go on.
You hear a boom as it crashes into the ground. You see
superhero landing.
Here's the thing, it's on top of a tree which shouldn't have been that tall, so it just slammed itself into the ground. You see it stand up. You see
also, Zach is still recording.
You see a little bit of human features. It is almost 12. It is like, I would say, like 15 feet tall. Around
on the court.
It walks up. It moves. Its hand is still, and it's aimed, and then it reaches out and grabs the paper and yoinks it really quickly.
What does its hands look like? Is it like 5 fingers? Is it like claws?
5 fingers.
Is it insectoid?
It's human. It's like a dark, it's like pitch black, but it's shaped like a human hand.
How is the Clue Gang handling this?
I hope you like it.
How's Fred handling
They are
this?
1,000-yard stare. They're scared, speechless. And
Dr. Arkham is gonna light one match.
you see Fred. You light a match, and you see a little bit more. However, Mothman approaches the match. It approaches really closely. It stares. It seems to be attracted to this light source.
Zach's gonna turn on the night vision.
Maybe we don't attract it with lamp.
Frederick starts he's not saying it. You just see his mouth moving like it's mumbling something, but not even Mothman can make out. It's almost like he's in a delirious state.
Is there like a light on the fan in like the van I can turn on that I can just kind of like shift my way over to?
The bus is parked towards it. You could turn on the bus.
Oh, I meant the van, not the bus. I don't want to guide it towards the bus.
The van, there's a flashlight.
I'm gonna take out the flashlight, just kind of turn on and leave it on the ground, kind of pointed at the Mothman. Unless I don't have enough time for it where it's gonna do something with the mat.
You turn on the light and it cocks its head around and it faces you. And
just gonna lay it down and kind of move away.
You hear as you move away. Do you move into the van?
No, I'm just kind of moving off to the side, then up to the others.
You hear an odd sound, and even Mothman turns to face it. You hear branches creaking, and it goes from branches to almost a bone and flesh sounding kind of noise.
It's not at Norman, is it?
It's at Norman.
Oh.
And Norman, although on the ground it seems to be unconscious, you see his arms extend. His arms grow to be almost 12 feet long by themselves.
Oh,
and his limbs are extending.
Walk.
And
get away from him.
You see that branches are coming off of him. You see a branch strike towards you, and it grabs the bag.
Wait, which bag?
The sack hood, and it puts it on Norman's head, and he stands tall, and he reaches his arm out, and to produce a rough sketch recreation of what you're seeing. This is how it almost feels.
Oh, I take it you weren't expecting to get this far.
No, I just forgot.
Oh.
Also a bit of column A, bit of colony. That's it. As its branches extend, It looks upon you all as it grows as tall as the trees itself. And as this weird branch titan stares upon you all, that is where I'm ending it.
Oh, fuck, man.
That was great, AC. You did fantastic.
damn,
I honestly expecting you to stop
I
at like
I
the
like
Mothman
weird
eye.
tree man.
Also, AC, you gotta send me this track.
Oh, this song right now? It's
Yeah.
from the game Dog's Life for the PlayStation 2.
Oh, alright, that track.
Also, AC, you did fucking great. What
good job,
did?
dude.
How fast did you think it would take for us to get to this point?
I think what I thought would happen is I thought you would see him getting into like an argument with a more gravelly voice that he's producing, and I thought you would see it. But then I'm like, oh wait, I have the illustration done, right? And I'm like, oh, I didn't fucking save it in time.
Yeah, because like
there was a crash in Clip Studio Paint.
oh, yeah, like I'm like the mystery you were setting up with the Clue Gang was like very enticing. So I was
I assumed that was gonna be a side thing and not the main thing.
What I need to ask
also
what
assumed it was just be like a fucking crazy little bit. I didn't expect this to go this haywire.
well, I have to ask, was Fred meant to be a red herring? Like he was supposed to seem
Yeah.
really suspicious?
Like Fred is almost naive in like the way that like he's almost like
He's the Daphne of the
I wouldn't say like he's like intentionally malicious, even if the vibes are horrendous. Like he saw Steven and like Norman, he's like, yeah man, you guys are cool, get in. It's just completely ignoring all the red flags. Like at worst he is a neglectful like dumbass. That's like the worst he's supposed to come up. He's a neglectful dumbass that could be a bit of a dickhead. That's the
This guy really
worst.
is a Yakuza character.
I mean, considering that I said here, give me your gun, and then he said sure, I think that speaks volumes in and of itself.
I thought you just grabbed it from him.
I will say,
No, like
there was someone else I thought you would encounter, but you missed that.
Is it possible to go back to him, or do you think that route?
Oh
I'm sure it'll
no!
come up.
I'll just say that the door will still be open. The door,
Alright.
that door is going to be open for a minute.
The inner me that's like hugs
The
every
second
wall in a video game
Mothman.
to get like all the content is like, oh,
But
We don't know that there isn't a moth woman.
yeah. So what do you think about let's say like Branch Man?
very cool. I was thinking we were gonna have like Malcolm like dream jump into him or whatever to see what the deal with that would have been, but I don't think we're gonna need to.
If you want to know ahead of time, it would have been like, this thing isn't human, get it out of the bus now, and then that would have triggered the transformation.
Hmm. Now, what if we did it in like a hotel though, or like a motel, like our original concept?
Probably
Or a
like
Holiday Inn.
probably you would see branches like shooting out of like the Mothman hotel. Like it would be enough where like it would start to kind of wreak havoc if you did it at the hotel.
Oh wow! So we accidentally avoided having a public situation.
Yeah, because like I was like, okay, do I drive off? Because like I don't want to be near the cops. I don't want to be near anything else here. I don't want to be near civilization because it feels like we're about to go through an event. So just like, yeah, we're gonna just try to drive out like 3 minutes to some secluded area with the crazy guy in here.
So what do you think of Steven?
I thought it was great. I thought like your setup was fantastic.
Oh boy.
Like,
So wait, was he wearing the mask throughout the entire thing? We just took off like
he
the
just
body
took
glove?
off the bodysuit. He still had the mask on.
Also, Rick Bozo, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Pack watch.
Also, yeah, you guys
I
haven't
was
investigated the
Mothman.
ruins.
What I'm kind of curious what you thought we were going to do, like initially with Steven, like how we were going to end up unmasking him or whatever.
He would never be unmasked, but I think how he would have been encountered is if he encountered the Branch Man, I feel like I would have had a scene of you guys go to a secluded area to leave after dealing with it, and then you bump into him in the middle of the woods, standing upright, looking at you, and then he'd start saying shit.
Was he gonna like unglove himself?
No. So at most, maybe Mothman would have like clawed him, and you would have seen a little bit of it. But yeah, also the mask was never coming off. I wanted it to be like I don't want anybody to know what's behind that mask.
Yeah, because whenever the initial setup for the werewolf came about, like I was like, oh, it seems like the middle of nowhere. I can't think of any sort of like Pentex thing, any sort of like ecological bad thing going on. So, and then you mentioned it was like a werewolf, and I'm like, well, okay, so I feel like the werewolf thing is like a red herring. And you mentioned that Fred had like increased in size, so I was like, okay, well, if I'm noticing it, maybe he's a thin blood, because thin bloods can go out into the sun as well. And then you mentioned he was him being a vampire, and then I just forgot that that thin bloods can go into the sun. I was like, okay, maybe that's some sort of Chekhov's gun. Maybe there's like maybe it got mentioned because there's something to it. Turns out it was more red herring than I realized.
The real Chekhov's gun was when the amethyst went off and you guys found the phone. Me going out of my way to say it blinks rapidly twice when you guys bumped into Norman while you were at the diner. And I'm shocked nobody picked up on that.
I think it was more of a thing that I was kind of confused where everybody was located, because I'm like, okay, wait, so are they in the diner right now? Are they outside it? Are they near him? Where is everybody located? So it's like, I was kind of confused by the location of everything.
You ran past, I think the original design is you ran past Norman, and the amulet blinks rapidly twice, and then doesn't.
I think I initially inquired about that, and then I just kind of got confused where everything was.
I'll be honest, my main thought with a lot of that was, there's something fucked up with the diner itself, not the guy. Because it flickered when the door opened, and I had no reason to suspect Shaggy at the moment.
So I was suspecting something was up with Fred, like he was like he had something going on, like if he was like hypnotized by a vampire, or if he was maybe a ghoul himself and didn't even realize it. Turns out no, he's just a dumbass. I also think you're set up with Diana, which one was it?
Diane.
Velma.
No, Daphne.
Daphne, Mrs. Smith.
I thought it was Mrs. Smith.
That was her. That was the original name I had before I thought of Diane because I forgot it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I thought, like your like little communication, like back and forth with her character. I thought her character was kind of cool.
A character who was like
the kind of no nonsense kind of thing.
The sane person of one of the saner individuals in the group, despite the fact that the only other like person who didn't talk in that group was Steven.
Yeah, like I thought the reveal of her neck was cool.
There's also but also like yeah. I remember like I remember thinking like there was like two endpoints, but I'm glad I went with the one I did with the branch man growing into a titan and just ending there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think one of my favorite musical moments of my own thing was probably the dark, windy forest ambience, the theme of Mothman.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Trying to think, what even happened in this session? Because it felt like so much happened. Now it's like I'm trying to like think of each thing bit by bit.
Like a more full session than we've had for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
We didn't even really go to that many locations too. Like we went to we left the diner essentially. We started at the bus, went to the diner, then went to the crime scene, then this.
I kind of jumped around. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. What else is there to say? Because it felt like there's got to be some more. I feel like I have so much. You know what? I'm gonna go through our.
Like, dude, like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I heard about people talk about, like, the Dog Life's Dog Pound OST. I'm gonna be real. I've heard about it, but, like, man, that shit's crazy, because that's real. I thought someone made that up. I was like, there's no way this is real. And I never looked into it. And now I'm looking into it, and it's like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, now I have something else. So you know, I was originally like not sure like how much I wanted to really get the Clue Gang involved in like actual supernatural stuff. Then they started saying, "Yeah, I witnessed some actual supernatural stuff. Yeah, I witnessed some actual supernatural stuff. Yeah, I did too." It's like, okay, these people are in the know. We don't have to be particularly coy. Like, you know, maybe don't tell them we have a vampire in our bus basement, but like we could probably be a lot more upfront with them. I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys, we can bring Malcolm around these guys.
Also, I think one thing I like about this Mothman portrait is how, yeah, it's like it's a very abstract portrait.
Yeah, it's good.
But yeah. No, say like that was
Oh yeah, we got introduced to the worm, or at least I'll follow the worm. Does anybody here even know what the worm is? It's about WYRM.
Somewhat familiar.
I mean, it could be anything particularly large and worm-shaped, reasonably.
I gotta.
So you say.
I gotta ask: is there actually a chance that Steph romances Mothman?
She can certainly try.
World of Darkness AU, where the worm is a big worm.
That's a thing. Like. But also, one thing that I noticed, and is that I remember looking up like Mothman for like to see if like World of Darkness had a set thing for it, and I get very inconsistent answers, which is why I went with the not even Malcolm like kind of knows what exactly it is.
I was kind of expecting it to be like from like I don't know, like how much should I even say about like Werewolf the Apocalypse lore, or should I keep that secret? I thought it here. I think it's safe to say I thought it was gonna be some sort of spirit creature.
I will say, it also hasn't.
Still might be.
You also don't know much about it. You've just seen it. You do not know what it actually is, and there may still be time to get even a tiny sliver of knowledge of what this thing, what the Mothman really is. But yeah, one thing I will say is another thing I thought of was I initially like it was like Point Pleasant and Mothman. I was like, I feel like on one hand, like it's Point Pleasant, you gotta have Mothman, but another, I feel like, you know, having Mothman being like the quarry itself would be a little, I don't know, too obvious.
A little bit, yeah.
Which is why the branch man, who has a name, but I'm not saying it because you haven't heard it. What Norman in quotation marks is the real quarry, because I thought that would be more of like they actually wouldn't expect that. But also, it's the town of Mothman. It'd be kind of disappointing to not actually get the thing itself in here.
I was actually thinking Norman was possessed by some sort of like spirit, and I was gonna like make a joke about should we get out a Ouija board? To Malcolm.
Very commonly used in exorcisms.
You also still don't fully know what's going on with Norman. So the next session there will be plenty of questions and maybe some answers.
Alright, is there anything else to add?
I just want to ask.
You want to do an order or just off the top of our head?
Yeah, it's just
very atmospheric. I liked it a lot.
Off the top of my head, I think you did great. I like the setups. I liked the mysteries. I liked the red herrings. The twist. I
Yeah.
thought it was good.
Steven was very creepy.
Thank you. I remember, like, I remember like writing for like Hunter the Road Trip, and like it's like, oh, most of this is finding out what the creature is, and it feels like some sort of mystery, so I wanted to lean more into that. And the funniest thing was, even like a comic I was working on, even if more action orientated, still had some mystery elements to it.
I thought you were gonna say it had Steven in it.
Oh God. But
Oh, that would be fucking funny.
it would be funny if you got a cameo in there. But I guess like my main point was, for some reason, even if my brain thinks of like, oh, this would be a thing to do, I can't, when it comes to writing, I can't, like, the creative part of my brain comes up with all like the creatures and idea, but I feel like the writer side as well, the creative writer part of it is like mystery. That shit's cool. That shit's intriguing. And with Hunter, it kind of leaned in, so here we go.
Good shit, man.
Thank you. That was Hunter the Road Trip, session 11, which I will dub, Flight of the Mothman. I might call it that, or I might call it, like something about the mystery gang or something like that. So like it's not and like title it, or people who see the thumbnail and title don't even know it. The Mothman's even gonna pop up. But yeah, I think that's all. Unless anyone else has anything they want to say about what happened in this session.
I'm gonna be real. At one point, I accidentally posted that in the notes, but I was like considering. Maybe Seven should just pull a speaker for there, just be like, I'm fucking done, and just tell everyone to get out of the fucking car.
Oh, actually, that is another thing I wanted to bring up. Me confronting Steven, because I'm like, all right, I forget if I already brought this up, but I was like, okay, every one of these guys seems to actually be like serious. Even fucking Norman, even if he's a goofball, he is kind of serious. They all don't seem to like doing this. Fred seems suspicious as fuck. And so it's like, okay, if they all have something going on, Fred's the only one that seems kind of like he doesn't... He seemed like he was hiding something. I guess he wasn't, really. I wanted to know what Steven's deal was. Because he's a fucking weirdo. He doesn't talk. So he probably had something, and if like Diana's like fucking neck is slashed, what the fuck is Steven's deal?
I mean, Steven does talk. Did you not hear him going, Steven-dee-doo?
Yeah, but he doesn't like react like a normal person when confronted. So it's like, okay, what's his fucking deal?
He might not be normal.
Yeah, and so I was like, did he get hypnotized? Did he is he hiding something? Is he dangerous? So I was like, fuck it. I want to know his deal. I think Virgil has enough reason to be curious. Because these people aren't out of the know of the supernatural. Outside maybe Fred. I don't even know if he actually saw a zombie.
I think like the implication is, although they saw a real supernatural thing, they've just mainly been going around like being like the Clue Gang, like the Scooby-Doo, and all that. With
like Diana said, she had an encounter.
They all had encounters before they did it, but I like to think that most of them were the guys in costumes, except for the mansion. Yeah.
Where can they find you, AC? We never shill the additional stuff.
Oh yeah, you can find me at AC Denton on YouTube. I'll have this Fugi as my profile picture. And if you want to watch all the old videos, well then you can go. I literally have the full playlist on my YouTube channel. You can just click one and it goes through chronological order and all. if there's a song in there, there shouldn't be. That would be me adding music to the playlist and adding it to that one instead. But we do this every Thursday. I stream games casually every Tuesday, though honestly, as much as I like those, this is the thing I love streaming the most, honestly.
The moment that you become a TTRPG streamer.
Yeah. This. You can also find me on Blue Sky. At my account of the AC Denton. You can also find me on mostly.
No, that's me. That's me on OnlyFans.
On a mostly unused. Actually, no. There's but if you just want to see my artwork, there's also my Newgrounds account where I post that stuff. I also post artwork on my Blue Sky as well. But with my Newgrounds having to be called the real AC Denton. No spaces in that one, by the way. And how you may see characters on my Newgrounds account that from the tabletop game that the party's gotten to, because I wouldn't post artwork from stuff people haven't seen yet. And those are the places you can find me. And that's on my end. Unless does anybody else have their stuff that they want to show?
Joshie, where can they find you? Do you actually stream these? I forget.
Who, me?
Yeah, do you stream these? I forget.
No, I chose not to. AC, it's all through AC.
All right.
I just plug AC shit when I get to. DigitalJoshie, you can literally look me up anywhere. Just DigitalJoshie, all one word. You can look me up on YouTube. You'll probably find me there more easily because I'm gonna be real. For some reason, now YouTube's like, oh, DigitalJoshie. You mean this YouTube account, right? And it's like, damn. Okay. It's actually showing my account now. Yeah, just DigitalJoshie. I assume that Joshie with an IE, by the way, not a Y.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Orange
is.
is.
Find me anywhere else.
Orange is in the shower, but you can find them at what is it? Is it just an orange?
Just an orange, but the orange has a 0 instead of an O. On Twitch.
And with 2 N's.
Yes.
It's on the channel is on YouTube and Twitch as well. On YouTube it's just an orange VODs.
You could also, I was gonna say this, you could just put everyone's like socials in like the fucking description as well.
I will have to update the descriptions of this video when I give this the thumbnail. I will do that.
Yeah, I noticed that they weren't in like the other descriptions. So I'm like, man, we should probably shill the shit.
But yeah.
My scheduling. Oh, by the way, I am a VTuber on my channel, so if you're like, ew, fucking VTuber, I guess.
Joshie, that's a fucking plus. The VTuber thing is an attractor.
I mean, you're all technically PNG tubers when you do this.
Yeah, like, you're not a brony, Joshie. You can say you're a VTuber with pride. I was a brony. I can't say that with pride.
Sure.
I am only a PNG tuber.
Not this gen.
I am only a PNG tuber when these streams happen. You probably will not see my undead Fugi face when I am playing on Tuesdays.
You can if you want, though.
Unless.
You know what? You can put if people vote in favor of it, I wouldn't mind.
I vote in favor, even though I'm not your streams.
So Noir, where can they find your literature if you want to plug that?
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, it's the second song of Beaglesaurus. When devious, entitled capitalists unleash monsters and threaten the health of Beagle's friends, only the Archduke of the skate park can stop the dreaded Gonzalez twins and bring moderate peace to Neo-Oakland once more. With time travel, dinosaur genetics, a gruesome head transplant, and gender, you'll find all there is to enjoy and more from the second song of Beaglesaurus, The Trials of the Gonzalez Revenge Battle Chronicles.
I'm gonna be completely honest. If one of us takes off, and we get super big, it's gonna be really funny when I plug, or one of us plugs, like, hey, look, this is our old like tabletop we did with AC Den that we streamed live, and then somehow Windigoon sees this episode and goes, oh, that's that motherfucker that said Beaglesaurus during that stream.
And you can find Beaglesaurus on the Saga song of Beaglesaurus, excuse me, on Archive of Our Own. AC, I would like to do a cameo of my cat, by the way. Can you update the dice roll?
Alright.
I want to get Cecil in there. She deserves fame.
There she is. She is in the right-hand corner.
She's so beautiful, isn't she, guys?
Very sweet baby.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Unless I think that's everything, unless somebody has something. But I think that was On to the Road Trip. I think we're gonna sign off here.